Mel is now the Fluffy Biscuit Company.
Nice.
Damn.
Can we play D&D?
Never.
Mel right-clicking on all of us
I
like,
can't
sell
take it
biscuits.
anymore.
Short bracket. Because it's been a while.
Yeah.
You guys, let's. God, I need to get my notes out. It's been a while. Being a part of the Guilder Gap, you also managed to complete the trial house, as well as find that there had been tampering going on with the tests. Realizing this situation, you had reported this handedly, very quickly, to North End Fencog, as he went to get the, well, guard-ish, those who were responsible for taking over on magic terrorism. The Afridi that had arrived to take the druid that you had so very handedly discovered and taken out of rat form, captured and handed over. You were able to find out that these people have been causing a mass amount of terrorism due to, well, the lack of an ecosystem. The trees have not been able to grow, and people have been choking the life out of it. With this darkened grove, you had handed him over, and he swore, as far as you could tell, though you doubt he would be able to escape the Afridi, vengeance upon you all. You were rewarded for not only rescuing the guild house, but also proving yourself entirely. You managed to ascertain your motorized bicycle, as well as your monowheel and the dwarven quad wagon, taking it out for a wonderful joyride. Some of you taking him back to your personal home and business. Which, at that point, especially hearing the celebrations that were going on, went out amongst the town and got to know each other a little bit better and just have some more fun continuing on, especially now that you have been confirmed working together, guild members, as well as being able to continue your estates and livelihood here. Visiting the... Read everything again.
Theater?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we scammed an upcoming actress.
Scamba.
You scammed the shit out of her, dude.
And then you broke and entered into their house.
It's like, oh, please be the person that we have to arrest, or I have to write them a script.
Yeah, I mean, I just scrolled up and I saw my comment talking about how, damn, I just told somebody my address and I got broken into the same day.
The Thunder and Lightning Amphitheater, as it was so aptly named. You very quickly realized that they carry some of the same symbology for some of the things you've heard within the, well, Thorn Grove and other Rushing Tide groups that have been collaboratively working together, even running into some of those who were part of the Crushing Tide gangs. Very quickly realizing the situation at hand, you had taken the astute observation that was going on from, I believe it was Acelia, who noticed it, and proceeded to swayed them to be more open about their location, and then went to check their homestead, especially on the fact and complaints that some of their room and other had smelt like, well, bluntly, fecal matter and then also seawater as a mixture. Invading their homestead, what with good cause, we very quickly found on the third floor that there was a number of hidden objects amongst the room. It was at this point that you had found in Terra's room what seems to be poisoned sea urchins that were submerged in water, a couple of vials of poison, as well as what seemed to be various almost poison darts or traps that were purposely set up without magical means, but more tinkering so they would not be detected by the magic paranoid city guard. It was at this point that, as you were investigating this room and able to find more evidence to the contrary and probing deeper and deeper the collusion that this woman's had with this affiliation. Then, who has been running around outside, keeping eyes on everything, took notice of someone who was walking around one of the warehouses and got a little bit curious as the oddity of one of them jumping into one of the cisterns and drain-offs. It was at this point that he quickly asked a couple of people around the area if they'd seen anyone go in there or what underhanded situations were happening. In which at that point he busted down the door and quickly tried to more or less tried to make an arrest on the person who was hiding the cistern, but as the others followed in, quickly proved that they were, affiliates of his, as they are now in the midst of this trying to kidnap men. It's at this point that others had heard some of the noise going on, though many of you are either on the stairwell or on the third floor itself. So we're going to kick off to some initiative here.
I believe you said that I saw them going for it because I was pacing back and forth to kind of keep watch and slightly stressed out that everybody was committing a crime.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much everyone went inside, and I think it was, me and Nick outside. And then I think Nick also went inside, so I was just like, gotta walk around.
Yeah, and I checked under the bed and I found like a loose tile that had like salty brine smell, and I was like, ew. And then,
Disgusting.
The poisonous sea urchins that are still alive.
We're on the world map, by the way.
Oh, right. Allow me to shuffle.
we're ready to fight the world.
You will.
You watch as Still Tide rolls initiative. Ooh.
The whole city
Stands up.
No!
I
Alright.
don't like that, Chief.
Hit me with that fat initiative. All of you.
Why can't I hear the music?
I was looking for words to use
Is the
for
music
spells,
really low?
and I saw that I found the Elvish slang for homosexual male.
What?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Spell component, homosexual male, consumed upon use.
There are a couple of languages in D&D that actually have a fair amount of canon words from just lore.
Like homosexual male.
Yes.
That's incredible.
In case you're interested, I will type it in chat.
Please do.
That is
My
fucking
job.
wild.
Oh
What
my
the
god, I was so zoomed in.
Careful, Leonin. You might be in the place that word.
Oh no. I'm dead, boys.
Leon.
I rolled low.
It's true. He's going in the drink.
He's going in the drain pipe.
Well, if you rolled low for initiative, that means you'll just roll high for any checks to break free, right?
You want to break free?
D&D player's fallacy.
Yeah.
The sunken rolls fallacy.
The man jumps out of the pipe and looks you dead in the eye. Hey, there's the high roller.
Really, this is some good music to choose for this one.
You eyeballing me?
I love when people talk to me in real life and my camera zooms in and directly on their face.
Your eyes
as
just
I
fucking get long
180 and snap my neck.
Oh,
My
there's also-
balls.
There's also slang for cross druids.
What?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Where are you reading this?
Well,
that
D&D
one's
is a
gotten
very
wrong
old system.
correctly.
Sadly, there's not some pretty shit on there. But anyway, Annette,
The fuck you mean I go first?
you go first.
Oh
I
shit.
crack a cold one as I'm about to eat a child.
Alright, well, we were investigating in here. Do I hear anything outside that alerts me to the problem at hand?
I would say easily that Azure had probably yelled up the stairs, especially seeing what was going on.
Alright,
I think they're
was
trying
gonna
to
say,
kidnap
I
the
haven't
child.
made any noise yet.
Okay, I will tell you that my passive perception has gone from a fucking 8 to a, sorry, from a 9 to a 10. I think because of,
Wow!
God
yes,
damn.
because of my,
Godlike.
yeah, because of Jack of all trades. I've evened it out.
Sure.
I'm perfectly average now. Alright then, I will take a step outside. What's going on? Alright, I'll go fuck myself. I'm gonna step back in.
Yeah,
do we hear anything?
The,
Do we know?
Oh,
If I fucking know, you cannot tell me that you don't.
you were told basically Ven was totally running off on his own.
Yeah, well, that's not alarming.
Yeah, I don't really know if I would have even bothered to yell that. That's like, he's clearly capable and, like, can break down doors.
Fair.
Man could break me in half.
Proceed as you wish.
Wembley will tell you. No one outside yet, I don't think.
Okay, well, yeah. Just keep an eye out. Steps back in.
Yep.
Goodbye, then.
Compiling evidence at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. That's me, Chief.
Cillian.
So is it all sorted out there, or?
Almost.
Why are you yelling at me? Back here.
So you are. Sorry, I had a momentary stroke and forgot who you were, as if I'd been gone for a month or more.
I feel it's more akin to 6 weeks, but yeah, so I understand the feeling.
Yes.
Just keep investigating this stuff.
Yes,
God,
no
I've forgotten
problem.
entirely what I was looking at. Like I blinked.
There was like a plate.
6 weeks passed.
Yeah, there's like a thing under the bed with the cracked thingy. You were gonna look at it because I am a lady and I don't touch those things. Gross.
Yeah, the tile under the bed with a pocket of salt water and urchins.
Yes, that one.
Such a strange thing to keep in an apartment.
This is a very long 6 seconds.
I'm not doing anything
Incredible.
because I've got no real. That's my
Amazing.
only connection to what's going on out there.
This guy's gonna move up and he's gonna give assistance to his friend.
That's
He,
not.
he loudly says, "I've got your back."
What was
As
that?
they are.
The assist sound effect.
Let me help you.
Man,
I think I'll use
strangers on
my
the street
credit
are
card.
really helpful today.
All of our heads snap around.
As this man will attempt to shove Ven into the water.
No, I thought it was gonna grapple me.
And he has advantage because his friend's helping him tag team, trying to push a child in the pool.
Alright, I want you to roll it first so I can see how dead I am.
Drown the child.
That is a 17. It's very doable.
Ooh, it's 50-50.
I believe in you.
Come on, big boy. That's our Ven.
Easy.
Belief well played.
Very nice.
How the hell is this
Let me
kid
know
so
when
strong?
I can yell.
You scream loudly as they push you.
Let me know when I can yell.
It'll be on your turn.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Pace outside. Nothing really seems irregular.
Looking the bandit in the eyes. You're lucky it's not my turn, punk.
Guess we'll just lean against the wall outside, nervously looking back and forth.
All right.
My kid has gone missing.
That child that was here a minute ago, he wandered off. How weird.
It's this.
Right. What was all that goddamn commotion?
What commotion? It's perfectly normal out
It
here,
sounds
right?
like a child is being pushed into
we
a
are,
pond.
we aren't drawing undue attention to ourselves, right?
I move myself outside, and that'll be me.
Alrighty. This guy. He's gonna. Right.
He's gonna use his action to continue floating because he doesn't have a swim speed.
He actually does, unfortunately.
No.
Why would you think these guys don't have a swimsuit?
Water cultists that are actually allergic to water.
As he's gonna reach up and try and... well, he can't really shove you from there, so he'll try and grapple you. That is a 6. I don't think you can even fail that.
Oh, I can't lose.
Tries to reach up as a splash of water hits you and just come here, try. You ain't telling anyone.
Wait a second. They're trying to kidnap me.
I have this sneaking suspicion.
Sock it.
Ben?
Yeah, your buddy's gone.
He was here a second ago. Don't know where he went.
I peer in this window. I see. Ben! I point at the window.
What?
You see 3 people trying to pull Ven into the water so they could probably drown him.
Okay. I see a door.
You do.
This is 30 feet of movement to get here for me. So I would like to take my maul and hit the door as hard as I can.
Alright, go ahead and just roll me flat damage on that, as this door looks pretty rusted and old.
Ooh, 9 bludgeoning damage.
With
Not
that,
the greatest.
it's still enough, as this door is not upkeep, as you blow this door open and immediately grab the attention of the other ones. They are just looking like, shit. Get him in the water!
Halt in the name of the guard! That'll be me.
Ven. Shut up, kid, you're coming with us.
No! Mom told me not to go with pirates!
Not to go with pirates. Okay, I think our small child needs help.
I would like to...
My son!
use,
Oh!
feline agility. Actually, I'm gonna rage first, and then I would like to run away.
Get mad and fucking bolt.
So
True
even
clap.
unattended again.
True cat maneuver.
Okay. I'm just
Oh
gonna
my.
put myself there, see what happens first.
Alrighty. Well, they'll try to strike you. One will
Attack
miss.
that child. It's walking away.
Stop moving the shit! As one will miss horribly and clatters sword against the floor. The other one will manage to scrape you for 7 slashing, reduced to 3. Shit. As they all look in
run
him.
for his socket's legs.
This way.
The fuck is that? I don't know.
Pirates! Pirates! Help! I found them!
You found who? What? I turned around for like 6 seconds. Where did you go?
Pirates! In the sewer! I pointed at the socket. That way!
Fare too well.
And then I like lean up against the wall, like defensively.
Alright, this one is gonna swim over the cistern. Let's see how tough you are. I'm gonna lift up a javelin from the water.
Yeah, come find out.
It's the Lady of the Lake.
I like that play.
Javelin.
She is appointing you king.
A 20 to hit you, suck.
I'll hit.
For 4 piercing, as that thing will scratch off my...
Oh. Oh.
What the... You're not some dude wearing armor. Wembley. You hear
Ven?
Huh?
What?
What?
What's going on?
Pirates?
See a javelin that's clattered against the floor. Socket's been scratched.
Can I snap it? Can I step on it?
Easily.
I found him.
Oh. Okay. Get my weapons ready and I'll dodge for now.
Alrighty. Annette.
I'll step outside. I get, I guess, to here. Then dash 5 more feet. What's going on?
Pirates!
Well, you have a lot of oxygen in your lungs to say pirates.
Where? I'm just looking
Oh,
around everywhere. Sewer?
I pointed at the socket and the door.
There's a visibly smashed in door.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna come over here and like kind of stand in front of Ven, protective. Like, they didn't hurt you, did they?
Little bit.
Little bit. Oh, it's all right. We'll look after you. Don't worry.
He's got a sword slash on his shoulder that would kill a common man.
Like the 9 helms
I fucking love that.
to a child. How? You were seriously made of sturdy stuff. Did they make you out of the same stuff as Socket? But yes, that's my turn.
Alright, Basilia.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 15. God, what floor were we on?
10 rounds of walking downstairs.
Don't worry about it. You can just go out the main door and count
Over
that.
5 hours of
No,
sleep.
we're on the first floor. I'm pretty sure.
That was the third floor.
With
What?
the 3 hours
I just
of
fucking
climbing.
free fell 3 stories. Bye.
Yeah, full damage only counts after the 4th floor.
Sure.
If you realize that you're falling, like a Looney Tunes character.
It's
Aim
like
for the bushes.
there's like a soft spot where like between 4 and 5 floors or some shit where cats will die if you drop them, but if you drop them from lower or higher, they'll be fine.
That's so weird. Noted.
Drop from
Marking that
heights.
down for his men later.
Cats
Bring my
will
head out the
die.
window, see what the fuck is going on down here. And it did require a dash, so.
I catch my breath. Pirates, that way.
That's all I got for this round.
Alrighty. This guy is gonna move over to here. And he's gonna ready something.
It's gonna watch.
He's gonna
Ready his
ready.
white flag of surrender?
A white flag.
Oh, I do see quite a scrupulous little fellow in there, or unscrupulous, whichever one. I can't think right now. I'm too busy looking at the charts, gaping wounds.
Hey, this one's gonna move over and make a radiant action as well. Azir.
I'm sure he's okay. He's still breathing, right? That's how medicine works.
That's not the requirement for living.
Usually, it's close enough.
But without big wound.
Look at him. He's fine. He ran. Well, I don't think it's illegal for me to knock them out right now, so let's just try that. Sleep.
Oh no.
Nighty night.
Not the spell of
Pass on
legends.
top of this guy. I love sleep. Sleep's the best.
It's so
It
good
really
early.
is. Throw it down.
Let's see. Back. Sweep.
Hey, that's what I got.
Hey! With that, you see him trowse for a brief moment, shake his head like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, he's very awake. Very, very awake.
Well, that's not good.
We got Calestis out here!
You best surrender. We're willing to fight.
Sure, sweetheart, after that.
I end my turn.
Slaves. Hear them threatening women now
I-
as they've stabbed children.
I will move up to where Ven is. Shall I stem that bleeding for you?
I'm okay.
Still, I would like to cast Cure Wounds on Ven. Click the button. Why does the button not work?
Oh, you gotta choose a level.
It
then,
may be
man.
asking for a level.
Yeah, it usually asks for a
In
level
the
if you
middle
drug
of-
it from the compendium.
Yeah, level 9, level 9.
If you have your character sheet open in the browser, it'll be under that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have that. And then I try and click it. It doesn't work.
Your character sheet might be in the way, so if you double click the top.
Oh,
I think your bonus would be enough to heal me to full health anyway, probably.
Hey, you can just manually roll a d8 plus your wisdom. That's
Yeah.
the same thing.
in the middle bar there,
Okay.
fourth
Oh,
one
here
from
we
the
go.
top.
There we go. There you go.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, sick.
you were able to
Heal
bend over,
Zerg.
sure. Looks like nothing
And-
even happened.
I will end my turn there.
Alright. This guy is gonna swim on over and clamber up to the pipe itself and kind of menace a javelin in your direction, Socket. You can see they're poised and waiting.
Excellent.
Socket reloads his fists and goes in.
I'm literally just going to heavily drop my maul to the ground, into the shattered remains of the door, and switch to my halberd. I would like to rage, please.
Hell yeah.
I step into the room. Give it to me.
3 javelin attacks coming at you as they've all been waiting with bated breath. 2 of those will go completely wide and strike into the wall. The third one will strike center mass, and it will do 6 piercing, reduced to 3.
I have curiosity. What did it get?
It got a 23 to hit.
Nice. Which one was that?
That would be the man standing on the dock right over here.
This guy over here. Oh, he's all far away. He can live for now. I'm going to
You chose the west
step.
location. Oh shit.
I'm gonna step 1 step in, and I slide my hands all the way down to the base of my halberd and baseball swing for this guy's head.
Whoosh.
Like to reckless attack.
Fuck him up.
22
Definitely hits.
for 15 slashing.
As it bloodies him, you just see huge gout of blood spill out into the water below. Oh, fuck.
Tougher than him. That'll be my turn.
Oh, man. Then, Socket is getting revenge.
I'm back.
The fuck?
Be careful!
I look up at Socket. Hope you didn't mean tougher than me. Can I jump this?
Easily with your strength.
Okay. 15, 20, 25. Alright, it's time for revenge. My rage is still going, right? Because I got attacked last time.
Yes, sir. You see, he smiles at you, like, this is gonna be easy.
He's murdered children before. He knows how this goes.
With a face like that.
Alright. Yep, I'm just gonna run up to him and punch him square in the chest.
That definitely connects. You hear the crunch of coral armor breaking away.
That's our boy.
The fuck is that? Grips his side as you slammed into him.
I think that's me.
Alright. This is gonna be bold. He's gonna clamber up out of the water and he's gonna try and take a swing at Socket. Quickly clambering up, he is going to bring both hands down with it, his sword, and slam with a natural 20 into you, Socket. For a grand total.
I have not yet absorbed adamantine.
True. Grand total of 16 slashing reduced to 8.
Alrighty. The first big chunk of stone comes off Socket, and it clatters to the ground.
Ha! Got him!
That's going forever.
Wembley. Stone hit the floor.
Right, you lot are committing illegal activities. Stop at once. Stop it.
Old man, you can go down the street and fuck off.
Throw a dagger at him.
Ah! God, that definitely is. He sinks into his side. Fuck. We remain there.
Get out of here. I'm warning you.
Where all you come from?
I'll move out of the way for other people.
I'm gonna take a step inside, and I'm gonna see this guy directly in front of me. Wait, how's he looking?
From that, he's not bloody, but he's definitely wounded.
I take like a step in, see him, and go, oh dear, Socket, I didn't know that there were troglodytes in the city. It's a bit horrible. Oh man.
Oh,
Don't disparage the troglodytes.
I'm not that ugly. What the fuck is that?
Pink's like, wait, I don't know what a troglodyte is, and his mind is flooded by the magic showing what a troglodyte is. The profane knowledge.
And you know what? I will haphazardly pull my rapier out, as if I'm going to feebly defend myself. Then I'm gonna kind of panic and take a step back.
He'll try and swing at you. Oh, that's a natural one. He's way too fucked up and bloody from that, and then just like the emotional wound. He's...
Emotional scars. Celia, they're all yours. I think you can give them a excellent spanking, and that's a bardic inspiration for you, pal.
Sweet.
I do what to them?
Shut up, Wembley. That's a negative bardic disparagement for you.
What's this skull about?
He's been vicious mockery.
I see. Alright. Swing down. Run in, swing my rapier, because I no longer remember what form my rapier's in. I'm just going with rapier in quotation marks.
It works.
23 to hit.
Definitely lands. Oh, fuck. As he spits up blood, and you tell a stiff breeze could probably knock this man over.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a stiff breeze to throw at him.
Listen. This man half-busted rib from being punched by Ven, as he's going to try and bring his sword down into him once more. A 12 will definitely miss. And this man is going to heft another javelin. Look at the child, and then Acelia in the socket, and then he's gonna try and make his mark on Acelia. 17 to try and hit you.
A 17 will hit.
6 piercing, as he lances out another, what seems to be coral javelin in a way, and hits you with the 6 piercing, but kind of patting around and looks a little bit nervous as he's now out of javelins. And proceeds to jump into the water.
Escape.
Did I just hear a splash? Oh,
That's you.
I walk on over to here. It's men. Men could be here.
men.
Let's see. Which one looks more injured between the two of them?
The one directly next to Celia and socket.
Magic missile.
As that will immediately drop him on this spot. Flops down on the side of the sister.
Okay. That's me.
Alright, so this.
All right. I can't even see into the room, so I'm going to walk over,
It's packed
see
room.
what's going on.
Jump into the river, I dare
Come on.
The cat, no.
No.
Ain't nobody want to be licking that out of their fur.
Right. I will head over towards Socket, and that'll be it.
Alright.
Ow.
This man. He is going to swim over and grab his friend's javelins real quick from his body at the edge. And try and get some revenge as the cause of this has been, as he will throw a javelin at the child once more. It's your damn fault, you little brat!
I have a question.
Yes.
He's not next to me, but I do have a 10-foot reach. Does he have disadvantage on the ranged attack?
Unfortunately, no, because that's a 5-foot range.
Got it.
So a 20 to hit you, Ven.
Mm-hmm.
And 7 piercing reduced to 3. And he's now thinking about it, and Socket, your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring my blade down on this guy, as I say, I don't know, attacker of the stealer of children. He bites the words out. He can't, like, he's struggling with it.
So,
Yeah, I would just like to cut this guy's head all the way off.
that you easily get his head and part of his shoulder as it just goes flying into the other side of the cistern. Just decapitated and floating in the water, now getting bloodier and bloodier.
How deep is it?
It disappears. You can see that some things have started sinking and vanishing. Like, this is a drain-off point.
Is it straight down, or is there like a lip that I could stand on where there's a drop-off?
If you hang a little bit towards the pipe we would be able to, but towards the other edges, no, because that would be a straight drop.
Do I need to make a check to stand on the pipe?
No.
Okay. It's clonk, 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 clonk.
Shit.
You're not getting away. Surrender or die. That's me.
Ven.
What if I kidnap you?
What? the fuck?
Uno reverso.
Yoink.
Grapple.
God.
Sorry, that's an advantage because I'm raged.
Oh.
Not that big. No.
Alright. Get the fuck off me. You're not taking me anywhere. You and your weird ass group.
You better come with me or the big guy cut your head off.
You have chosen death.
That's me.
Alrighty. Wembley.
Alright, what's all this then? Ah. We'll hop across this and also try to tackle this guy. Take one alive!
Midgets were pathetic.
What the
Not very
fuck?
good at this. 12.
12 to grapple him.
Try and jump on his leg.
That was a 20.
Understandable. However,
Oh,
action surge, I do it again.
No! No!
He really isn't a rogue.
Get him off me!
Knock him out, Ven! Taking this one alive!
Annette?
How about it?
No! She went in, I saw it!
Oh, no, it was a mistake! I couldn't see her in the corner! Does a swan dive?
To avoid the awkwardness, you swan dive into the sewage.
I drowned myself. I'd like to go in the water and open my mouth.
My shame dies with me.
Alright, so what? Is this guy like underwater?
He's chilling on the surface of the water. He was throwing javelins, and now he's looking nervous. The socket's got a halberd pointing in his direction.
I'm gonna point my rapier in his direction and kind of address the room. You're best to give up. I would suggest groveling and begging because you've had to make me come into this damned room, or else our robot friend here will cut your damn's head off, like that guy. And I point at the other head bobbing in the water.
He's floating away. Go ahead, roll me an intimidation check.
Intimidation.
Alright, you can tell they are both definitely rattled, and with the two already dead and sockets standing on the pipe in the water, they don't really want to fuck with that. They're looking pretty rattled.
Wouldn't want to fight me.
Celia.
Well, we really only need one.
Sure.
I cast Dissonant Whispers on this one in the water.
Oh fuck. That was the one with all the information. The rest of them are just expendable.
Alright, that's 2.
Him
We're just
specifically.
pirates, sir. We're meant to be expendable.
You are to me. What?
What?
takes 10 psychic damage.
And that's his reaction to move, if I recall
Yeah,
correctly.
and uses his reaction to immediately move as far as his speed allows away from me.
Alright, you see him start to dive underwater. Socket, you can take a shot at this man as he's trying to dive.
Oh yeah, halberd.
Definitely hits. That he is grievously wounded, but you can see him barely limping away at this point.
I am going. Oh, this motherfucker is about to get it.
No, don't jump in.
No! No!
You can just barely see the faint outline of him going deeper down.
Yeah, this guy is fucked. The sepsis he's about to experience.
No, sepsis doesn't exist in this universe.
Look, it won't kick in until the end of his turn, so as long as it resurfaces now.
Alrighty. This man, panicking. He, especially with the chick, he's gonna throw his sword to the side and kind of still try to throw Wembley off of him, but also he's like, fine, I give up. Get the fuck off me.
Can I make an insight check? If I let go, is he actually gonna stand here and surrender?
Yes, give me an insight. He might run for it. It looks like he's more panicked about you grabbing onto him.
Don't worry, Wembley. You already told me to knock him out.
True. Just need to check my characteristics.
I got both my fingers interlocked, holding above me, ready to give him the cowbell of death.
I'll let him go with a waggling finger. Alright, you've been warned.
Just kind of leans up against the barrels nervously, like hands up.
Oh. How about that?
This man, he's already 30 feet down, bleeding horrifically, and he will dash. He's going to vanish from sight. That's you. Yeah.
Da 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 da. Ah. Smells terrible in here. Somehow worse. Anyways, I guess I'll end my turn. There's not really much else I can do other than attack the man that's surrendering. Am I right?
Alright, nope.
Oh, okay. Nobody was saying anything, and I was like,
Has Nick said anything for you guys?
Oops.
Jump in the cistern.
Is he outside the normal range of a longbow? Out of curiosity.
The man in the water?
Yeah.
Wouldn't really...
What, 90 feet down? Because you don't have disadvantage with a weapon that fires a dart or a javelin.
It would be a disadvantage shot, but you could try and hazard a shot at where he's at.
It specifically mentions that it only has disadvantage. It has disadvantage unless it is a crossbow net or weapon that's thrown like a javelin.
Correct, but you still cannot see him right now.
Bow. Oh, he's completely obscured.
Yeah, there's so much, like,
fuck.
shit, literal shit in the way.
You're in sewage. Good luck looking.
I'm trying. I tried. If you want to shoot into the water, you can.
You know how people normally tell you that you can't see shit? Well, that's all you can see right now.
All you see is shit.
That's all you can see.
Slays?
Yep. So are we keeping it as a pet, or what's the plan for him?
Questions. What's he doing? And all that.
Fine. I'll move a little closer to Annette and Osilier and end my turn.
Alrighty. Socket, do you persist in that?
How quickly does a stone fall?
Following normal rules with the water in the way, I would say half the normal speed. So if you were to just full sink like the rock that you are, you could get like 250 feet until Like, you just actively start swimming. You going down?
I'm really thinking about it. Is there anything that resembles a ladder, or would I just have to swim back up?
For that, the only thing that resembles kind of a ladder is the pipe. You can tell it goes about 40 feet down, but you're not sure beyond that.
I desperately want to go down, but I am 1 point past bloodied, and I am going to angrily stamp down from the pipes, clanging them with a fist along the way as my rage ends.
Alrighty. The man Wembley, as this man is effectively surrendered, would you just take him into custody?
I raise my fist and then look at Wembley for permission.
I'll just like point my weapon at him, like, come on, that's enough. He surrendered.
Alright, I point my fist at him, ready to shoot if he runs away. Actually, fuck it, I'm gonna grapple him.
But that will be effectively combat. So you have him in full grapple. You've captured one alive.
Apologies, sir, for the youngster.
Get him off me, only I fucking work with you.
Would one of you throw over my junk, please?
I want to push him to the ground and like stand on his back while like holding his arm up.
Slumps into the floor as he's not really fighting too much, as he's nervous about the giant stone man walking towards him.
Ah.
Relax. Yeah. You got me. What the hell happens now?
Name of your organization, its leader, and your purpose.
With the crushing tide. Well, Mernaloff, if you're looking for him, good luck fucking getting near him.
Spell it.
So, MERNAOTH, as he like grits his teeth as Ven is holding his arm.
Alright, now why do you swim in the sewers? That's gross.
Because that's where the water is, and we can easily get through there. Not like you can breathe in it.
Not all of us need to breathe. I asked your purpose.
Covering our other members. Making sure that, you know, people don't get too damn suspicious of them, but obviously that's now a huge issue.
How many are you?
Easily over 100. Kind of everywhere in the system.
Insight.
Please roll me that insight. You can tell he tries to say that with confidence, but he's like trying to bluff that they have bigger numbers than they definitely have.
I'm gonna look at Ven and I'm gonna say I don't think he needs all his fingers if he's a liar.
Oh, no.
I look at Wembley. Oh,
I like my digits, thank you.
They're only 100? I thought pirates had heaps of ships. You need 30 people for a ship.
I
Assume
doubt
you are
scum like this
authorized
have
for-
more than a handful.
Field interrogation socket.
Listen, it's like 67.
Socket it stays quiet for a really long time and then says probable cause.
Look, he doesn't have to be allowed to do it if he's not the one doing it.
Also, they attacked me. That's a serious crime.
My dad says don't do anything to people that they won't do to you. This guy was gonna kill me, which means I'd like to try to break his finger.
Hey, this isn't self-defense anymore. He stepped down. He's got a chance to have a good, hard think about his life.
Roll me a strength.
23?
Oh, definitely. You hear the little pop of the. Fuck.
Wembley cringes.
67 of us.
You might be angry, but you're kind of breaking the law right now. You should probably stop.
67 of us, and we're working with the Thickrot family.
There, see?
And look up at Socket. Is that actually against the law?
As I recall, the Thickrot family maintains the Undercity. Or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm. Lowtown.
I stand back at being accused of breaking the law. After a cop told me to break his finger.
I'm not a cop. I'm a guy that has been hired to work with
You're
the
you're a
guard.
police
Temporary.
subcontractor.
I'm
Police intern.
He's the Pinkertons.
I'm a private hired thug.
Everybody knows the Pinkertons are great guys.
Now look, I think there's a proper way to do this, and this is not the proper way.
Hey, listen to the shortcut. Fuck.
I will pull out manacles and gesture for you to take the lead. Actually, I don't have manacles. I thought I did.
You should have.
We all have a standard issue 50 foot of hempen rope.
Yeah.
Use that.
Yeah, fair.
Rope is the adventurer's best friend.
I will also, as a concession to Wembley, take a moment to straighten his broken finger. I don't do it particularly gently, but I do set it. I have stone fingers.
Fuck. He just kind of is starting to sweat from that, and is just kind of catching his breath from that. All right.
Sorry, this has all happened to your friend. I'm sure you've been dealt a poor hand in life.
Fuck you. You live in the city.
Lived all around the place. But this isn't about me. Come on.
Right. As he will follow Wembley's lead. Where are you taking me anyway?
Just look. Nearest barracks, outpost, precinct.
Follow me.
We should probably also report the 2 dead bodies in here.
Well, we do that when we go there.
Well, yes, I'm just saying we probably should. It's not really healthy to have dead pirates in your system.
Not sure it could be any less healthy in that water, to be honest.
That's
I
the
think
point.
this is drinking water.
You see the headless one is like fully disappearing below the waves. The tide of shit.
Could say this one was shit out of luck.
Ahoy! It's a good one there, miss.
Thank you.
Although, considering their practice, there probably are several other people's dead bodies down there.
I'd not be surprised. You know, I don't really want to find out, and I don't like standing over this one, so please let me out.
Yeah, I went out of this room.
Walk over and retrieve my maul and the chunk that fell off of me.
A tasty chunk.
Gotta clay that back on.
Alright. As you are able to take this man to one of the Spring Watch guards, do see some eyebrows raised at the larger group approaching, but also Socket actually damaged for a change.
No, I didn't think the big guy could get hurt. If at all he is hurt.
It's a different sensation,
Right.
I imagine.
So, what is going on with this one as they point to the crushing tide cultist?
Another cultist. We apprehended this one, killed 2, and ran off a 3rd in their attempt to capture a young boy.
Hello. Oh, glad you made it up.
They also attacked me unprovoked.
See that. Probably go visit some of the healers then. If they can fix that.
I will not book him.
They will take him into custody, go to drag him to one of these cells, and very unceremoniously, kind of quickly just throw him in, and you hear him lose a breath of wind as he slams into the stone floor.
He'll go and meet probably whatever healer I've found that is best specialized for using clay to reattach my parts to me with healing magic.
With that, there's a... Oh, God.
Probably just have like a rapport with one of them.
Did you find a boss? In your...
don't worry about that. But you are able to definitely
Fuck,
go.
that's a fog wall. Oh shit, it appeared behind me. No, no, no.
As you are easily able to visit your regular healer, there are a few within the town that are used to having to deal with those who are of magical origin or different materials compared to most humanoids, but she's actually fairly happy to see you, not on the fact that you're damaged, but they're at least still active after what seems to be a sizable hit performed on you. That.
I make a joke about someone finally busting a real hole in me.
Non-lewdly?
No, lewdly. It's very crude, even.
The healer's name is Pearl Shimmerstone.
I get that also spelled out.
Easily enough. that often. You come in here actually roughed up. Glad you at least were able to get your peace back.
I had to fight shit-breathing cultists for it.
Is that serious?
I'll probably show her, like, some of. I probably am not super careful, and when I was up on the pipe, I probably got splashed or something. So I've got some dried residue, and I'll say that's shit, and that's blood.
God. Good thing you're made of stone, otherwise it would have been really bad.
Would have been bad as if they had pissed me off.
Better to shit in the
Something
sink
to
than to sink in the shit.
And to breathe in the shit.
Well, let's aim to have a number of people with you.
Yes, this is, and I introduce everybody.
Hello.
Proszę, Mr.
Hello,
Glad to see that Sokka has made more friends than ones who just want to make crude jokes at them all the time.
did other people give him his sense of humor?
As far as I can tell.
I don't encourage him.
I look up at Annette like, liar.
I kind of like very, very quickly step on your foot a little bit.
Nonetheless, I'm assuming other guard watch was socket or new business.
We are a special force being formed.
You sure can call it a special force, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Work for a guild, and we're not really supposed to do that.
Self-defense.
Yep, sure.
Special self-defense
Good.
force.
Aye.
They had it coming, and I like rotate my arm, and a little bit of the clay cracks off at the seams, and then it sort of settles.
Oh. If they were doing this to socket, then he definitely had it coming.
They love me around here.
Definitely keep the peace, and a lot of people are more than terrified of trying to step out of line.
Yes, but there sure does seem to be a bunch of miscreants popping up lately.
Afraid to ask which ones. There's been a rise in some situations.
Pirates.
Those Crushing Tide group.
I've heard of them. Well, thankfully they can't really reach too high. At least they probably dry out or die without being able to touch water.
They do seem a little bit unorganized.
Works in favor for us.
Guess that's true.
If they were organized to be like the other ones that are being more of a pain.
Other ones?
Well, more or less, suppose you haven't, well, met the old worshippers of the ruler before.
I don't believe so.
The rat people?
No. call themselves the Shards of Media.
Shards of meteor.
They're trying to reunite the land under the Ifriti again, but don't really see it going very well. But they seem to have a few more in number and better push and pull. I wouldn't worry about them too much. I'm more worried about the crazy schemes of trying to bring the free cities back into the Afridi's fold.
A lot of things going on around here I'm not too sure of. I'm from out of town, so it's all quite new to me.
Fair, just be careful. Getting tied up with them would probably get you blackmailed by them on a regular basis, I'm sure.
I'd rather not have any blackmail on me. I need to keep my reputation good so that I could spread my lovely songs. Maybe I could get a better reputation that way and make some more coin.
Definitely in a large amount of favor with a lot of the nobles. Good way to rise your ranks up pretty quickly as well. But, of course, I'm sure if you do that, you're probably going to get banged up, so my door is open to all of you if you need to make use of it. But aside from that, unless any of you are actually injured right now, I do have a few other patients I'm sure that need tending.
I'm sure we have other things on the agenda for the day. Right, guys?
Do we? We should probably talk about them outside.
We're supposed to go back and talk to the organizer guy, right?
You mean Dathrun?
Yes.
What did you find in the house?
Outside.
I mean,
outside first.
The investigation.
outside.
Oh, yeah, outside.
Outside.
Have a good day.
Certainly try to.
Oh,
Earl is on the level, but we'll take our leave. Thank you.
On the level, we're like openly admitting to breaking and entering.
And she
Oh.
likes me, and I'm bad cop.
Everyone you commit crime.
You're a bad cop? Why didn't you tell me this before I started working for you?
But you can't tell people you're a bad cop.
I fucked up so bad.
No, this is great.
My mom's
because-
gonna be so
'cause I'm-
disappointed.
This is gonna be great because Ven's not gonna realize. I can't wait.
So I broke his
like-
finger, and then one of you was like, "That's illegal." I'm like, "Was that illegal?"
And I was like, nah, it's fine. Nah, have a beer.
The cop told me to do it.
Wizard from the sidelines. That's illegal, by the way.
Oh no!
Breaking fingers is illegal.
I fucked up.
Really
My
good feels
childhood
this
role
good
model
to
is
people.
fucking awful.
My
Every kid ever.
dad's so cool. He drinks all the time.
He does kung fu with my mom.
Beats her ass every day.
He's not very good at it, though.
My dad has 100% win rate.
Jesus Christ.
Which is. He even handicaps himself by drinking first.
That's
get a weapon,
that's a
though, if
damage
you
resistant
start
buff.
to fall.
Jake, please tell me you looked at the meme I sent you earlier that relates to this joke.
On Facebook.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm taking way less notes than usual for RP reasons.
It
Did we
works.
swap?
Good luck, boys.
Good luck,
I'm taking
boys.
more notes than usual for RP reasons, so it balances out.
I'm taking notes so I can try to be a better person. We are not the same.
Okay, that's a great meme.
You fucking shit. I get it now.
We start walking back to our house? Question mark. And we talk.
Did you guys finish up the investigation?
Yeah, we were there for something. It's been a while. Why did we go in there?
We were investigating the person that was. Hang on, what was the name? I think it was Sarah Terrafang or something like that.
Correct.
Shrunk to theatrical performance.
Yeah, and then we
Noticed
found out
the
that
actors
one
had a
of
pirate tattoo.
one of them was a member of Crushing Tide, and we thought they had some sort of relation to a Shadow Druid circle or some shit.
Yes, the Shadow Bro.
And we wanted to investigate that further, so I
You
made up
interrupt.
some bullshit Star Wars story that I was making to the actress. She fell hook, line, and sinker for it. We got her address. We fucking robbed her fucking house, and found some shit that basically said that she was affiliated with the Crushing Tide.
You told her she was going to be the female lead, but you didn't tell her that meant she had to do an incest kissing scene.
That's right, and now she's out.
Got him.
Yeah, you got her on the contract now.
I also didn't tell her that the whole thing
After that
isn't
movie.
real.
It's all a dream.
It's true.
It was a fever dream.
So, should we submit evidence to the police while we're there?
Oh, I
The
believe
actress?
Auxilia has the evidence with him.
Hmm.
Right.
About that.
I was not going to touch that. That was all yours.
Fucking walks into police station. Yeah, here's a fucking sea urchin in a shell. Yeah, that guy's a criminal.
Get the fuck out of my office.
Sea urchins were for harvesting the poison. We took actual vials of poison.
Mm-hmm.
There was a chest full of it. As well as we have coded notes. There was armor, a shield, and a poisoned sword inside the chest. And we took poison and I believe the sword.
I think it was like a rusty saber or something like that.
Did you make sure to close the door after you were done?
Look, I feel like they know we were there on account of all of the murder.
I feel like I've just been implicated in a crime.
Probably several now, actually.
I mean, it's fine, right? Isn't Socket part of the city guard? We can just say it was official business.
Well, Socket already said he's bad cop.
Socket did not say that.
Socket
Socket
implied
has a
it
character
with
voice.
his body
Socket also
language.
just tell them to break a man's fingers.
Look, that's my story. I'm sticking with it. You can go with whatever you want.
And now, what does it mean when Socket tells me we can both be bad cop? What does that mean?
Have you tried being rad cop?
Oh,
What up,
what up,
Brad?
fellow kids?
Yeah, what about
What
Dad
about
Cop?
sad cop?
Wait, can I get a powered skateboard, Josh? I know I already have a motorbike, but
Luke asking for rollerblades in Mutant like.
I mean, we'll see what happens down the road. All right. It's easy enough to, well, collect all the info. Are you handing that over to the city guard to go investigate?
Yes.
I mean, I tell them everything that we learned, that they have a base in the underground. And, like, they know all that at least.
Didn't you learn of a warehouse or some shit?
That
It's
yeah,
been so long I cannot fucking remember.
you
I
did
cannot either.
did hear that there was going to be a meeting between a group of people at one of the warehouses in the city. Would you want to go and try and find them? But So Socket tells them everything, all the way down to even the thick rot.
This
I
feels like a
don't
trick
think
question.
I don't think Socket was told that.
All right.
I think you were submerged at the time that I was talking about the thick rots being
I was raging.
you were going for it.
Alrighty, so they know in Low City and Low Town that they have their base of operations somewhere down there. So they'll be alerting the Kobold Guard as well as the Gnome Guard to fully explore and see if there's any sections that they can assess to. But aside that, with the information of one of the theater goers being one of the major issues, as well as working with these Crushing Tide, you'd see they're gathering up to try and go and collect her without issue. Yes, there was a 46 sea urchin poison. Pretty bad.
I can take it.
I bet you could.
Gonna fight, right?
Well, yeah. But also, like, just from their chest. I took it.
Mm-hmm. Not turned in at all.
Alright. In and out of
Right
character
in the sword.
question.
The sword's also poisoned.
In and out of character question. What's a thick rot?
The noble kobold family that runs most of Lowtown and maintains many of the ins and outs of the cisterns, as well as much of the operating machinery below that nobody else wants to, and are usually not big enough to get to.
Now, I want to confirm that you said these words and I'm not going crazy. Noble kobold family.
Yes. The Thick Rot had showed interest in your guild association, and were...
Are they comparable to, say, the noble houses of Gantry, that floating town beneath the Hive City? Of the Sump River?
I would say definitely. So,
Kings of shit.
literally. But they live in the noble quarter while still having family and other existential workers and more in the low town. They know full well that the Thick Rot family actually has a significant reach. And it's definitely the fact that aforementioned telling the Kobold Guard and that the Kobold family might be insinuated. You're not sure if that's going to turn anything.
I only know of the three noble families. I think it was Whistletop, Thrudeck, and Thick Rot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There was another much more regally dressed, but
Glib.
yeah, Gilbert.
Hey, Gildegab. Gildegab's a guild, not a family name, right?
Correct.
And we work for them, so they must
Yeah.
be good.
You work for the Glib Lab?
Yes, you work for the Cliff Club.
Yeah, that's the dudes we signed up for. They gave us cars. We love them. They can't be.
Yeah.
If they are
So-
evil, then we'll just have to make do.
The
All I know is I work for that one fat guy.
If evil, why give car?
it's true.
Yeah.
The
Gotcha.
one singular man who is mainly responsible for the Gilgab and had sponsored a new group for you, basically all of you. One of the few elves in the entire region, because there's not really many of them left. It's a very dying breed here. Pins
Nice.
Whistletop.
It's a very gnome name.
He was,
Is that the person who funds the Gildegab Guild?
funds your house, yes.
Oh.
He was actually, well, I don't think it was asked, but initially on your history checks, you would have recognized that, yes, he was raised by a gnome family, which is also why he got a higher aforementioned fame working with other groups in the city. So, adopted child. Obviously, have the rest of the evening if you want to wait for Darthan at the housing that you provided. Or, if you wish to continue investigating or check the warehouse or other things.
I believe that our job is not done.
Is it not?
We have leads and the ability to follow up on them.
I suppose that's true.
We are a collective. What say all of you? We wait for more orders.
I say that you need to tune your voice up because I can barely hear you.
I apologize. Should we wait for Deathran and more orders, or go? Personally, I am interested in the warehouse.
Well, I don't think he's really giving us the orders for this one, was he? I can't recall. I just know that he had things for us to do, he just didn't have them ready yet. I mean, we've only been with the guild for like a day.
I believe this was entirely of our own volition, was it not?
Yeah, I believe so, because they attacked us that one time in the street beforehand.
They also didn't attack us in the street. We stepped in to defend the kobolds that were being harassed.
I will word it the way I believe it happened.
That's not how the world works.
Unfortunately
It
for
actually
you, it does.
If
History was written by the winners, you know.
you say it enough, it's true.
Are you a winner?
I was for that fight.
I will say the thing that does possibly irk you. There was the kobolds that were celebrating, and it's very strange that the Crushing Tide would attack kobolds, though they were stated by one of the group to be working with the thick rod.
Maybe some inter-kobold gang war.
Well, I don't
Something doesn't add
believe every kobold in the city would be affiliated with Thickrod. Perhaps they're vying for other families vying for power or something like that. Gang wars, that's the one.
It's probably quite dangerous for us to try to take on an entire criminal organization by ourselves, especially to show up to one of their meetings when one of them escapes after seeing most of us.
I'm sorry, you and the other child are probably two of the most dangerous people here, with your magics and your. I don't know. You do magic stuff. I'm sure that's plenty dangerous. I mean, that's why we need licenses. And
it. That guy, good and proper.
They have swords. I'll have with my supple flesh.
I'm like pointing. I'm pointing at Ven. I'm like, and that child could probably twist our heads off with like the bare flick of his wrist.
If only my brain was such an expressive muscle. But anyways, I can't really say that we should just sit idly by and let them do whatever. So I guess I'm in favor of going further.
Do we all believe that a citizen's arrest kind of intervention should be applied here? That it's for the good of the community, and perhaps we will be rewarded in some way, perhaps by having our licenses upgraded, or perhaps by being rewarded with money. Money would be nice. Responsibility. I know
We
that
only
if
have
I
two
get
goals,
featured
I'd like
somewhere and they say that person helped out with that big crime and helped the community, let's listen to her music. Oh, this sounds great.
You're starting to
Oh.
sound a lot like an adventurer, lass.
I'm very persuasive, but the person that I persuade the most is myself.
Look, I'm for it. Citizens arrest, wipe out, all the same thing, really. Get this scum off of the street.
Exactly.
All right. So, with that in mind, heading towards the section of the city with the warehouse aforementioned. Go ahead and roll me. Kind of an insight as you're going down the street in this section.
An insight?
Yes.
Good lord.
Dear the fucking lord.
I think I will not roll.
I'ma do it.
6-9, baby.
Hey! We love insight. Yeah! 9 gang!
Boo.
Don't worry.
17.
I'm here to actually be perceptive, even with my negative wisdom.
Boom!
Oh! Damn!
Why is our child so fucking good at everything?
Ah, the possibility of youth.
They haven't been hit with depression yet. They're still hopeful.
He's still got serotonin.
He hasn't realized that his dad's an
Give me
alcoholic.
some.
They haven't had their spirit crushed yet.
He doesn't pay taxes yet, that's
I
why.
haven't seen my dad in years. He might be.
Look,
alcoholic.
No.
You're your
I
dad
think
now.
the correlation between our skill issues and depression is clearly when the tax started hitting us.
Thanks. I'm not old enough for taxi.
When tax day arrives for you, where will you be?
I do come from like a basically communist community, so it is fair.
They
What?
tell you to pay taxes, and you're like, "What's that?"
What are taxes?
What are those?
Oh, right. So, as you are combing the streets, especially with your insight, you realize that the tension seems palpable on the street. People seem to take notice of your group quite a lot more from when the last time you went roaming through here. And it very quickly comes to your attention that it looks like some people have basically packed up boxes and started moving out of this section of the alleyway and housing.
Huh? Do they think we're just gonna break into their house and kill them?
You're pretty sure that maybe word got around, but as far as you can tell, it's definitely towards the warehouse that you're heading towards.
Like they're moving away from the warehouse with stuff.
Yes.
Wow, what a surprise. The one guy who lived was like, hey guys, I think somebody might be onto us.
And as for the aforementioned warehouse, you take note of the one here that has a veritable amount of machinery, but also, most notable, another cistern.
Ruh-roh.
Most notably is this pirate that I can see through the window.
You do
Oh!
peer through the window, and you see a familiar-looking set of tattoos on another couple of guys who are loitering around inside. They look rather annoyed, and you can hear them arguing a little bit. You want to roll a perception if you'd like to try and discern fully.
I'm in the middle of telling Socket a joke.
Yeah?
And then he dropped his pants, and I said, "Are you part gnome?"
Go!
Ha 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 ha.
You said
funny
roll
'cause-
perception.
Mm-hmm.
I'm laughing far too loudly right in your ear.
Yeah, oh my god!
I'm laughing so loudly. I'm so sorry.
love that. Me and
You're
Mo both
running
rolled-
away.
We
It's not
both rolled
good.
nat 20s for our last check, and we both rolled nat 1s for this check.
Make Socket laugh so hard no one can hear.
Quick question. Did
Mm.
we got a rest? Question mark.
Definitely, for how long it would take you to get between the guardhouse and here.
Oh,
A
short
short
rest.
one.
Yeah.
A long
Sure,
one.
then
Schwark.
Cool.
that is acceptable.
But everyone else is partially deafened by Socket's huge laughter at the gnome joke from Annette. And so yeah, you focus on it a little more. You kind of turn it to kind of white noise in the background of your mind.
I always have a net turn to white noise in my mind.
You son of a bitch!
Oh,
I think you regret that.
You hear for a brief moment, she was supposed to be here. I don't know where she went. Fucking Siren was supposed to be joining us, and now we can't even fucking bring them to goddamn debates below. If they're not there, we're not going to get a ticket to the higher sections of the city.
interesting.
It was a very interesting story.
Oh, no, they've lost their tickets.
The gnome?
What? Well, I didn't mention any tickets in the story.
Not you. Well, you were telling a little joke. I picked up on a part of the conversation of our wanted criminals.
Oh, really?
Yes, apparently she was meant to be here, but she hasn't shown up. Whatever she's meant to bring is supposed to get them into the upper city.
Yeah. That sounds
Do any of us
concerning.
know what a ticket could mean in that context? Does that mean anything to any of us?
Roll me an insight.
I don't know.
Ticket.
Insight.
Right, boys, insight time.
I feel in this context.
Oh, it's my
is
turn!
a figure of speech.
Hey.
Hey!
We all rolled quite well.
Your papers, please.
Socket, you've heard of these. You think it's probably like a fair or something going on with special at a store.
Oh yes, Carnival.
Oh. But you've heard of these, but you haven't really seen one. It could be a shop, but also like maybe an invitation. Solis, Wembley, and Annette, you know for sure that there are some tickets signed by nobles giving permission to join either a committee or one of the guilds higher up, bypassing ranks on very rare occasions. If somebody is missing out a chance on getting a ticket, that's effectively missing the lottery. And
It is a golden ticket.
effectively have just missed whatever deal or bargain possibly that would have solidified a ticket for them.
Or they won the lottery and the place closed before they could cash it.
I've heard of something like this. It's like a lottery ticket, but it's signed by like a noble or stamped by them by their seal or something like that, and it gets them up into the higher districts. It bypasses certain steps and guilds and such. Really puts you on a high pedestal. Something you never want to miss.
So I would assume two possible outcomes. Either someone else got to her first, or she's run off and taken these tickets
That is possible.
and left the rest of them behind. See, we could always just ask them more directly.
I think
I
they'll try to
mean-
kill us.
That's. I mean, think about where
An
we are.
expected result.
I mean, then let's just ask them with our weapons.
What if we knock on the door and I say,
What if she's just
Ticket.
late?
Inspector?
You know, I was trying to steer us on the right path, but vigilantism is also an adventurer trait.
Is this vigilantism?
No, we have a cop with us. It's sanctioned.
Yeah, he can be our Gordon.
I'm beginning
I mean,
to
who's
doubt his
that?
credentials.
How?
If she
They're
is
stamped
late-
into him.
If she is late, we could stake out an ambush hoping to catch her when she gets here. If she isn't, the others may well leave while we're waiting.
Well, why don't you use this time to look at other exits in the building? Or they'll just... they'll go swimming, won't they?
Yeah, Ben just says,
Oh, yeah.
there's some poopy water.
Oh no.
We love it.
They turn around. Do you have a fish sword?
A what?
Fish sword.
A
Pretend.
fish sword?
Pretend to be the ticket girl.
I don't have a fish sword. I'm sure they know who needs to come. I'm sure there's a pre-arranged meeting between 3 people. There's no way I can...
Make an interesting point from that. With my hand over my sword and turn it into the sword we took from the chest.
Very fancy.
How'd you do that?
Oh, I can manifest my weapon in just about any shape I desire.
I see.
Well, there is a neat trick.
That is rather impressive.
I look up at Socket and look to Osilia like I'm doing a voice line he taught me. Do you have a license for that magic?
Uh-oh.
If you must know, reach into, reach under my shirt and pull out my little silver badge. Put it away again.
I don't know if that's enough, but he'll just give you a thumbs up.
If you're at least silver 1, you can have magical abilities.
You aren't technically allowed to use them, though.
What?
You have to be at least Electrum 2 to use magic in self-defense.
Unless you
That's
are on
true.
duty.
Azure, aren't you some sort of illusionist? Can't you just make Annette look like the girl? Or a Cillier?
We've never met them.
Looks like.
Hmm.
Also,
She
the
is
best thing I
right.
could do
Just
is make
use
them
magic.
stationary.
Right, magic solves everything.
Surely it's. It can't be the one from the.
I would assume it's the one that we saw at the play.
Yeah,
Uh,
I've forgotten the word.
can you make
Had
him look
all
like
the
them?
poison.
I could make a still image of it stand in front of you. That's not the best I can do at my technique level, so probably not good enough.
I don't
If
think
we
I can
had-
copy that voice well enough.
If we had maybe 5 or so minutes, I could whip up a disguise to look very much like her. I also know
Or-
exactly what she sounds like and how she speaks. And have spoken to her for more than 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
After exotic.
Very nice.
Fucking love it.
I'm going to try this door. Damn it. I'm gonna go around the corner and I'm gonna.
Why are these doors unlocked in the bad part of town?
Dang it.
I'm gonna get out of the line of sight of the window.
Yeah, I'm also gonna get out of the line of sight of the window. I'm gonna come over here and kind of like just like give me a minute, and I'll pull out my disguise kit and
Oh.
like to start trying to make myself look as close to the woman in the theater, Terrace, as possible.
Alrighty, give me that disguising kit with your charisma.
Sarah terrifying. It's disguise kit with charisma. 16.
It's pretty solid, especially for having to quickly throw it together. You don't have all her accessories, but yeah, it's pretty close.
All right. Me, mama. All right. I think I sound a bit more like her now. Let's see. All right. I will see if they respond. Go. Can I borrow that rapier, that thingy that you've got? The sword.
I can give it to you, but it will only last for about a minute.
You know what? I don't know if it will really matter.
Well, it'll last for about a minute unless I'm within 5 feet of you.
Don't you have that sword you got from the lady, or though? Can you just use that?
I will pull out the coral sword that we
Yeah,
got
use
a
that.
little bit while ago.
Ooh. Okay. Swap. And I'll take that sword and hand you my rapier real quick. Thank you, Socket.
Pointy stick.
And I will. I'm gonna walk around the like tap at the window, and sit there waiting at the door and look in the window.
Alrighty.
Dog eyes.
You give a quick tap. See a couple of them look a little confused, but you see the larger man who has some more exotic features to his figure.
He's a chonker.
Oh my god! Look at this.
He's had a couple too many cheeseburgers.
The Blue Man Group has a new leader.
I could only see the bottom half of this token earlier, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's like a dwarf token that's blue for like artistic reasons. No, it's just a fish man.
I like him.
He gestures for one of them to go and open up the door for you. Locks it, gestures for you to come in quick, and looks around a bit paranoid.
Yeah. Oh. I come in. I give him like a pat on the like a tap on the shoulder, and I close the door behind me, and I keep walking.
Lock it back up.
Thanks, he his token through the wall. The man in the wall.
That's right.
All right. So what have I missed?
You do see this very heavy set, well, Triton-looking man, as he looks a bit frustrated. Fucking Shadow Grove bailed on us.
What do you mean they bailed? We had a deal, didn't we?
Another druids came. The siren didn't show. There's no way we're going to be able to make a deal with the shards now.
Well, what changed? Is there any word from anyone else?
They just went silent. Came here, and usually they're here, but the whole warehouse was emptied. Moved and changed to a different location, as far as I can tell.
Shit.
Not a damn word. I have to go and meet with the shards, probably in 2 days from here. I don't know what they're going to tell them.
We're gonna be in shit, aren't we?
Hopefully Thickrot will understand, but without the siren, then going to look below her, well, even more lower on us, because we can't even get the goddamn weakest fucking gang to join us in this situation.
I'm sure that we can turn it around. We just need to figure out... We just need to get another meeting with them. We need to sort that out. Is anyone looking into this?
Yeah, well... We have the boss getting ready and prepared with it, though. I'm sure his lordship is not going to be happy. He's going to delay the rising tide. Go ahead and roll me a quick performance in it with advantage.
Advantage, hell yeah.
You can see that the dude in the back has been kind of studying you a little more cautiously, but even though he kind of narrows his eyes, doesn't seem to pay too much mind. But you can tell he was kind of grilling you initially when you got in.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to keep working at the theatre for now. I can at least keep that disguise going. Keep an eye on things from there. There's been some movement. You guys are drawing attention. Or at least someone has.
Got any word from on high there? I'm sure the nobles are getting antsy.
They haven't told me shit. All I've heard is there's a big metal man, or stone man, or something that keeps on taking our guys out. I'd be cautious if I were you.
I'm sure I'll figure out something.
Alright,
Ghost
do we have
figure.
any idea how we're gonna get another meeting with this siren?
No, I would have to find her first.
Shit. Alright. Does she have a usual spot? I can start looking into it.
It's usually at this warehouse that we would meet most of our other druids. If I could think. Wouldn't be in Lowtown, they would still be in somewhere in the upper cities. Oh, you know what I mean. Up here.
Yeah.
Might have moved to a whole new warehouse. Probably one of the cleanest sections now that they don't want to be associated with us.
Yeah, it seems about right. Real uppity of them. We'll have to spread out and start looking at the warehouses, see if we can catch a whiff of them.
Let me know if Zeroth Spirum had fucking given any message. I'm sure he's eager to try and get the shards working with us, but I'm sure the Flamecast, I'm fucking happy if we don't have the fucking Shadow Grove working with us in the backs.
Look, if we can at least stall telling them anything about this for now until we can get some more solid information about getting them on our side, then we'll be in less shit. And I'd rather not get in too much shit from the nobles.
Fair. Let's let them know that the siren fucking flaked on us. I'll be able to
That part we can let them know about. At least that won't be our fault.
At least get rid of the Tongue family, though.
That might work in our favor, yeah.
Fucking bastards. At least know that would keep the thick rot happy.
If it keeps thick rot happy, it keeps us happy, I guess.
Better get going. Too far away from the theater, I'm sure they'll come looking, especially with the noise going on today.
That's for sure. I got a shift starting soon anyway. Alright. If I learn anything else, I'll let you know. Meet back here, or we got another spot that we're gonna start using.
Hopefully we'll be able to be done with this and you can stay performing at that theater. Stay safe.
Nice. You too.
I'll give a pat on your shoulder. Gotta jump into the cistern.
I give a nod, and I'll start walking up the stairs. Yep. They've locked me in, boys.
Don't worry, the lock opens from this.
Yep. I unlock it, I take it out. Ah, the cops. Oh no. I've been caught. I'm a filthy pirate.
You're coming with us.
You're going under my boot if you talk to me so rudely. Now, I wish I knew half of those fucking names that got said. It's so fucking many.
Yeah, come on,
You're
recap.
fucking sick.
He couldn't take notes because he was talking. This is the
Yeah,
issue.
there was a tongue family that they wanna get rid of.
Yeah, Josh, can you copy paste the transcript, the script for that conversation?
Even a photo of the, like, you know, the Google Doc would work.
If only, right?
I assume the tongue family is a noble family, and I assume also kobolds.
Yes. In reference to tungsten metal.
Nice.
How close is the closest place that I could go and be like, hey, there are cultists here, come bring 40 guys and... Like, how quickly could I get SWAT here?
Effectively SWAT here, like if you wanted to get them here, there are flares in the section, kind of like, instead of guard bells, but they would light up the section of where the guards need to go.
But it's also pretty obvious.
Yeah. That's like emergency.
It's not an emergency. I want them to catch them in the act.
And what you did see that the warehouse door on the other side was left open, but a lot of the crates were empty.
Catch him in the act. These guys are swimming in shit in here.
Well, there.
No, we ain't. Get out of here.
We have extracted a confession that they are members of the fucking Crushing Tide. And they're blue.
That's the worst crime.
Yeah,
Get them.
the worst crime. Nobody's blue.
Oh, here's your swordback socket. Could I have my rapier?
Oh, yes. I almost lost it because it's so small.
Thank you for letting me keep my toothpick. I start removing my disguise and putting it back in my kit. Ah. Never know when a bit of makeup might come in handy.
Alright, so... Do we now follow up on that lead, or do we wait? Again, we have the same decision now. What is the move?
Well, it seems like they may be operating with the shards of the meteor. There's something about Shadow Grove. There's also the Siren.
I assume the Shadow Grove is the thing the Druid was associated with.
Yes, the Siren was representing the Shadow Grove.
Then we need to find her.
Well, apparently they were meant to meet here today, but they were a no-show. They bailed.
All the more reason. If they fled, we need to know why.
We can only assume the Siren wasn't the person in the attic of the Gilder Gab testing house that was surrendering.
No, I believe their name tag was in the minion color.
Saki, are you allowed to talk to people that get imprisoned?
With cause, if it's regarding an ongoing investigation.
This sounds like it'd be with cause. Maybe they know somebody about the Siren.
Is it getting late? Is it the kind of thing where I would say, well, we should try that tomorrow? Or would there be time today to try and do that?
Effectively, yes, because you guys have been doing this investigation pretty much throughout the whole day. And you've been a part of the Gilder Gab for a few days now, but obviously, with this being late and everything that's happened, some of you who are not of stone will be getting a little bit tired.
And I will say, tomorrow, we can start early.
Understood.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Will you be joining us back at the guild hall, or returning to your abode?
I still have a few things I'd like to wrap up, so I will head home.
Alright. Everyone's able to head back to their respective homes. Take some time.
Please, I need a bath.
To the cars.
Lord. Oh no, Soleus lost her colors.
Ah,
Oh shit.
Rip.
Quick, kill her and replace her.
Over into
Color mini.
Wait.
Colorized mimic. There we are.
Is Deathrin here?
Darth.
Darth, he's
Dr.
upstairs.
Ran.
He is upstairs. He's having a relax.
He's my best buddy.
Does live here at the same time as you guys.
Ruth.
Cinder, the little twig-eating fire lentil. Little fire cat. As you come thundering with your heavy footfalls, obviously well placed, but still with your size. As he kind of looks you entering and morning. It's wait, hold on. Is something wrong, Socket?
Nothing at all. I wished to check in. How are things?
Well, they're going extremely well. Whistletop is very happy to hear with some of the reports that have been pouring in from your side endeavors and things that have been happening. I will say that we do plan on getting you into one of the greater excursions going on if seems amiable towards the silt wastes. Probably a quick delivery run just so you guys can have a good test of your vehicles as well as, well, get a feeling for some of the caravans that we might have to assist with. Maybe one or two surprises for testing. Not bad, just, new items in arcanomancy.
Excellent. Do you have a timeline on any of these things that I could take to the others? I'm planning to set up a magnet system on the fridge.
Well, honestly, it would probably take another 2 weeks just for the paperwork, but especially with your more recent things going on, might be a little bit sooner, but you could stick with the 2-week mark just on the good management side. In case there's something else you all need to finish out here before going out on the test run of the vehicles and a few other things.
Understood. Apologies for interrupting your rest.
Please, rather have the questions and make sure that we can work all together properly.
I'm already walking away.
That man is dutiful. Just as he's like going to bag it like down, like, oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
Got any sticks?
Oh, I forgot to put it. He points towards the table where he has a box of spare firewood and other things that he collected to give for Cinder.
Not many trees in town.
Yes, there's a few splintered boxes and other things that burn real nice. I know that Cinder likes them.
nods, backs off with sticks.
Have fun. Alrighty. Socket and everyone starts to plan out some assessments. That. And you get home, Celeste.
Mm-hmm.
Going to. Bump you over for a brief moment. Sure.
This is the most awkward bathtub in existence. It's you leave the bathroom into the dining room.
I assume there's a
Oh, yes.
door.
I'm gonna use this
Yeah, but
bathtub because it's more
even
private.
then,
Yeah.
the one next to Azur's room is way better.
That's why I
Unless it
picked that
happens
room.
to, unless it happens to be the middle of the night and everyone's in bed. In which case, don't bother Azure and use this one.
It's true.
I like to think that because it was easy, we just left this tub exposed, so it's just on the side of the open garage. So if you feel really bold, you could go use that one.
Allow me to kidnap Celeste for a brief moment.
Terrifying.
Just gonna have a
Bye.
Dexter moment.
So,
Hey,
as
this looks amazing, by the way.
well, this one's a temporary holder. As you do arrive home,
Mhm.
you enter into your homestead. It's at this point that, for a brief moment, you see something that catches your eye. What looks like a spider crawling on the floor. For a brief moment, and then suddenly starts to grow bigger and larger, and shift into a humanoid shape.
Can I help you?
I've had my friends watching your group. I wish to extend a thank you, especially to one who has dealt a fine hand in work on reducing the tongue family.
Yes, those bothersome insects of people. And what can I do for you?
If you wish to continue eradicating the vermin who are infecting the lands, or even just for extra coin on the side, as the wealthy will be consumed and someone else needs to enjoy the riches after.
I do like the sound of this, but
Excellent.
there's always a catch.
May have to call on your aid, but I will be sure not to compromise you, as those who would be willing to sell us out have already proven incapable.
I think, a town without these disgusting people in it does sound up my alley anyway, so you can count on my support. As long as I am fairly compensated, and not just in coin, but I may be after some oddities. No questions asked.
The Shadow Grove can be a definite help to you, as obviously you've proven more than capable. Also, that she will produce what looks like an amulet, but with almost like thorns for a crown for the symbol.
Mm-hmm.
In case you need help in emergency, you can find us at the Grindstone Quarter. Look for the warehouse at the far northwestern end.
I will take the amulet and say, it's a pleasure doing business with you. If any of your kind do need assistance, please feel free to come by and I'll help you out.
I assure you we will. And we will reward you. And do thank Annette for us.
Of course.
That she will shrink back down into a spider. Did you see? She crawls towards a smaller section of the wall, but disappears just as quickly as she arrived within your sight.
And with that, I'll have a look at the amulet, put it in my pocket, away from sight, and continue reading the book I picked up last time.
Fair. All right. Let's slide on back over. Alrighty. So,
Hello.
In square feet, how much flesh did you flay?
what the
Well,
f-
what are you talking about?
We figured that you
Oh,
must have
what's
been
up?
gone because you were having a Dexter/Hannibal moment.
What do you think happens in my clinic?
I said that you
Bad
I said
things.
that you're actually milking people for the wank bank to sell it on the white market.
Good Christ. Why is everyone in the bathtub?
Don't worry about
I
it.
told them not to be.
Because Jesse went
Group
AFK
piss.
first. When you fall asleep first at the sleepover.
Terrified of what
Everybody
happened.
crowds into the bathroom with you.
Everybody, get in here.
Cover me.
I can see why Soleus doesn't stay here.
It's like a frat dorm.
If I owned my
Yeah.
own home, I too would not stay here. Wembley,
Well,
can
you
you
don't.
clean my left back leg?
At
Wait,
once.
what?
Yes, my lord.
Right in the cracks.
As opposed to your left front leg?
No, not that crack.
I cast Disintegrate on my eyes. Upcast to 9th level.
I cast
I want my
bleach.
brain to be.
Mm,
I cast
boy.
smooth on my brain.
Smooth on
I cast Feeble Mind on myself.
You just look in the mirror and fucking zap yourself.
Get levels up. Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, not yet.
We killed like 2 pirates!
I need to do some more investigation and infiltration work for that. I gotta
Let's go. I long rest.
Alright, so
in
everyone,
an instant.
everyone's able to get full long rests. You know that you have quite a bit of time before having to possibly go out and test some things as well as escort a caravan with your vehicles. How would you like to proceed with the, well, somewhat terrifying amount of information that you've collected?
More information than we thought we'd get.
I'm gonna vote that the siren is our first go-to. We should tell the guards, or no, we shouldn't tell the guards about the noble family. That the noble families will find out.
I mean, that is also the representative of the Shadow Grove, which we have no idea where they are, who they are, or anything else. So I think that one might just be something we look into later when they pop up again.
Fair enough.
I'm less worried about them and more worried about the Crushing Tide, seeing as they're the ones who've been messing with us. Or I guess we've been messing with them. But more frequently.
So we need water-breathing magic. Or shit-breathing
I'm
magic.
not getting in the fucking water. Speaking of getting in the water, I'd actually like all of you to get out of my bath!
Your bath. This
Meeting.
bathroom's next to my room.
I'm currently occupying it.
Thought we were just having a secret conversation in here. I've heard
No!
people do
Get
that
out!
sometimes.
Just throwing bubbles at people.
Look at the water method over here.
Sigh. Alright. Where do we go to find more of these fucks then?
I think there might
Back
be
to
some
the
more in
theater?
the bathtub with Ned. Go
Go
check.
back in.
Breaks
You're
down the
pooping.
door.
The good thing about them being able to breathe underwater is they can stay between my legs the entire time.
It's a good thing about them breathing shit is their teeth are nice and clean for it.
Yuck.
Even that was too far for socket.
Now that I've visualized the fact they were breathing piss and shit, I have zero respect for them as living creatures.
Their lungs coated with a fine layer of
You
piss.
should have broken all of their fingers. And their neck. Pissed off
That-
their suffering.
you- They're all Bear Grylls enthusiasts.
Better drink everybody's piss. Do you hydrate yourself when you're like breathing underwater as like a Triton?
No.
You don't also get to drink the water that you're breathing.
Some form of osmosis is happening, I'm sure.
I mean, otherwise that would imply that like a Triton like lives at the bottom of the ocean. Actually, would like they'd be breathing normally and like, oh, I'm pretty thirsty. Just open their mouth and just cold. Oh, that's better. That also brings the other question: the fact that I guess Triton have the ability to drink salt water, or the oceans aren't salt.
They probably just have a very high tolerance for it.
Lots of shit breathing.
Perhaps we should go and talk to these noble families.
I don't think that'll be that easy.
Because there are so many ideas flying around.
How else are we to investigate if we can't reach them?
Well, like I said, maybe we should talk to the one druid that's in prison, since Sokka can get in there.
Very well.
I feel like that's our best lead if we want to continue this. They're alive, probably.
Assuming that I would be able to do that.
Yeah, you would be able to investigate and interrogate the current druid in holding.
Excellent. Then let's go get the download, what they've already learned about him, and talk to him ourselves. Will they let 6 people walk into an interrogation, 7
I
people
doubt
walk
they
into
will
an
let
interrogation room,
one part-time police officer do 5
and a
straight.
bunch
And
of his
his friends.
friends.
Yeah,
These are my
that's
road dogs.
that's not gonna really happen. They'll let you interrogate them, but they're not gonna let like 6 people just walk in there because that's a little. Even for
You're also
you,
going to
wants to
break his
come in with
fingers as part of the interrogation.
It's a
Wait,
standard
that's
greeting,
pretty-
actually.
That's pretty chaotic. That's like it's like you bring in 6 crackheads off the street to help one officer interrogate another crackhead. It's like, I don't know if this is a good idea, boss.
Crackhead, sick them.
go
Yes,
get them,
boy.
boy.
Crack, is this the crackhead that stole your crack?
Release the crackhead.
It's the crack hydra.
Perhaps some of us could look into whether or not our guild connections might offer a path for us.
Maybe.
Then we shall split
At-
the party.
At
Yeah,
this
fuck is
point,
it?
I have turned back up. Annette, I was hoping we could have a chat. Maybe we
You're
could
next.
break off from the group.
Sure. If there's something you wish to talk about, fine. You'll need to give me a minute. I need to get dressed. Properly
Okay.
dressed. I'll get changed, and I'll go have conversation with Soleus.
Alright. Well, short breakaway. Be right back.
Oh shit.
As you will be able to find a private room and have a discussion.
I take the pendant out of my pocket and flash it in front of Annette and say, they send their thanks. It's a amulet with what looks like a crown of thorns on the front. I had a visitor, a spider, if you will, come and visit me the other day. And they told me to send their thanks to you. Do you know anything about that?
A spider told you thanks?
More of a druid than a spider.
Well, that's interesting. Because I don't know any druids.
You do recognize the amulet. You were given one yourself.
I know I recognize the amulet.
Well, let's just say I'll be keeping an eye on you. And I do hope that we can work together on this. Whatever it may be, as we eradicate the scum from the city.
Sure, Soleus. Scum from the city. I mean,
But-
we've kind of done that with the Crushing Tide fellas that we've kind of run into. They were kind of asking for it.
But don't get me wrong, Annette. Don't cross me.
I wouldn't dream of it.
I put the, let us not speak of this conversation in front of the others. I don't believe that they would be amenable to our activities.
I'm sure they wouldn't be amenable to most of my private activities.
Most of your private activities, huh? You care to elaborate on that?
A girl's gotta have fun somehow. Are we talking about the same thing?
I think you're trying to play me a fool. But darling, I've been in this game long enough. You're not fooling anybody. I stick the amulet back in my pocket. And shall we regroup if they have not left yet?
I'm sure they haven't.
We will head on back.
Very well.
mech thing that was more like power armor would be incredible.
Yeah.
So, with that, as everyone's ready, Annette and Celeste rejoining after a brief conversation.
Yeah, Annette.
We all know that. We heard the sounds of the wrench. They warforged them up.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I have all my memories. It's fine.
Oh
Can
no.
you take another bath to
Why
wipe
do you
the
sound so
blood from the
robotic?
surgery off of you?
This is how she's always spoken.
Go Lemic.
Oh no. That's so silly air too, it's spreading.
It's infectious.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Forge Sing Se.
There is no war in Stilltide. There is no gang activity.
Everyone is happy. Everyone is at peace.
Alright, so able to gather up and head out towards the guard watch house and also jail.
So we are all going.
Well, I think
Yeah.
most of us won't be able to go in, but we can
Yeah.
at least walk together.
I mean, I don't mind if I have to sit outside.
Actually, Annette, while you were off having a chat with Sol, we were discussing that perhaps you should go with Socket.
You think so?
Do seem to be the best at getting answers out of someone.
Exactly.
Well. If you say so. More than happy to accompany the big lug, and I'll give him a tap. Dun dun.
Well, I do think some of us should go see if the guild has anything for us. And with it, any possible avenues to reach the same goal.
Don't think I'm any help here, so I'll go do that.
Alright.
Come along too, rather not just stand around outside waiting.
Yeah, might as well.
I'll chaperone Annette.
Why, thank you. What a gentleman. Gentle thing? Gentle it? What a gentle.
Little golem.
I am not gentle.
And what of the cats? Where are they?
I'll join you at the guild. I mean, I'm not one for waiting around.
Classic serial killer talk.
We'll never
Alright,
stop
well-
analyzing.
Well, that's 4 people on Team Wembley, so I'll go with the other team.
Alrighty. With that, let's see. So it'd be Socket and it, Ben, and then Cilia and Wembley, Cilius and Azure. Or is Azure going?
I'm going with gang, go talk to the guild. Not gang, go to the police station.
Alright. With that, we will go with the police station first. As especially arriving there. Thankfully you don't have everyone there, so you know there is some more heartier welcomes as they see you entering inside. Half expecting to see another cultist or whatever in your hands with the group following you after. What can I do for you?
Here to speak with the prisoner. The druid brought in a few days ago.
He's been pretty stubborn. Mighty pissed off from his original arrest. As to you brought them to kind of squeeze him a little bit more then?
I'm here to squeeze. They're here to talk.
then. Well, good luck with that. I'll go and sign out the paperwork on that one. If you break something, just say it was a accidental trip or something.
Do you have any extra stools?
Yeah, we do.
This would be a common request for Socket.
No, definitely make sure to get the extra seating in there.
You gonna give him the chair?
No, I'm gonna dramatically break a chair.
But not on him.
No.
I was like, Jesus, man. The whole
No,
room
no,
full of
no, no,
stools
no,
just so
no,
you can
no.
break them on people.
No. This is something that I've done, but this is like the wrestling equivalent of breaking a chair.
But not on a person.
No. I'm not giving him the chair.
Socket comes in with the stone cold stunner.
Watch out!
Watch out. RKO from the top bar.
Just wait till I RKO somebody. Y'all aren't gonna be ready. We wait and then go into the interrogation room when it's ready.
I definitely will follow into this small cell. As you could see that his hands have been purposely locked, as especially for those who can cast magic, each of their fingers are individually locked for this time, as well as what seems to be, as far as you could tell, what seems to be almost like an anti-magic anklet, also to prevent wild shaping.
Wow.
But in this situation, you can see he looks absolutely miserable, and granted, didn't smell the greatest when you first met him, but he smells far worse. You're pretty sure that he probably had those hand manacles on this entire time.
Oh god, yuck.
Ben didn't really know what was going on, but upon seeing him, he'll be like, "Oh, Ratman!"
Yes, Rat Man. Call me Ma.
Ma?
Okay, Ratman. I sit down and start reading my book.
I would like to ask you exactly how you found yourself in this situation. Maybe a couple of steps before that, like what led up to this point, maybe the decision-making process? Just to try and gain some insight as to why you were doing what you were doing. I'm sure you had justifiable reasons in your own mind, of course, but it's clear that you were doing something very, well, illegal.
You ever see, like, real trees, nature actually growing around and not just choked out by mechanical sludge?
Maybe a few. I grew up outside the city, so only a couple.
Well then, I definitely attest to you as he kind of like shifts with his shackles. But those who are seeking to just continuously worship the fire are going to leave it as ash and not bring back that beauty. They burnt the lands originally. Miracle that anything left. There's anything left at all at this point. We can get rid of most of those nobles. They're going to continue to destroy and decimate it. Dig out the metals that poison everything. Actually start growing again. Even maybe the Afridi will fuck off.
So you're anti-Ifriti, and you more or less you're looking more to, how do I put this? Like you'd like to see all the plants and trees grow again, and kind of, just see nature take its course, or some of sorts, once more.
Pretty much, that's the idea. The crushing tide is trying to do the same. We'll get rid of most of the fire freaks themselves. Prevent it from being choked out.
Of course. In a way, I can understand your desire to see nature return to its beautiful original self. I'm sure, however, there is a more productive and less dangerous way to go about it.
Yes, the nobles are just going to sit by while there's a fresh supply of lumber to pillage and burn in furnaces that find much of the metal.
Look, I don't mean... Look, the nobles will probably try to get in your way. I understand that. But I'm sure that you can easily find support groups that would also be willing to try and make change. Plant a tree kind of thing.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion, as he is, grilling you for that statement in this kind of economy with mechanical advancement.
Just plant a tree.
Just plant a tree.
Just plant a fucking tree, you cunt.
There are other ways to go about this.
Yeah, write a letter to your local council member.
Yep, local fucking flower power.
Of course.
And in the next 700 years, when the Ifriti Empire dies, make sure to vote for someone who likes the environment more.
Yeah.
I'm voting for an Afridi.
I want the cycle to continue.
I haven't had enough, and I want to see these tree huggers in prison.
I want to see where it goes.
Russia, when Putin gets voted in again.
Fireside.
Wow.
Yes, we voted on this.
Jeannie McForest Burn is my fantasy.
Listen. You alright? That's more or less why Mudchill's doing so well, but out here, where most of the sludge that's coming from the factories and everything, have you even seen Lowtown? It practically glows with what they put in the water down there.
I know, but change isn't going to happen overnight. And the things that you want most, you're going to have to really strive towards. And it will take time. It probably won't happen within our lifetime. But making those small steps can make it happen. Going about it the way you're going about it now is going to get, quite frankly, it's going to get more people hurt in the long term.
Some of them deserve it.
Some of them do. But a lot of them don't. You could be making a very big difference, and you could convince others to make that difference with you. To make a cause that goes a long way, one that's supported by people rather than shunned because it got someone hurt. If you were to actually make your plea to people, I'm sure they'd support you. And I know this sounds stupid, but if you're able to help us right now, we can probably pull some strings to make that go a long way.
See, he kind of grits his teeth a little bit, but he's listening. Maybe make another persuasion check for me.
Yeah. No, I have my 1 session reroll. Can I use that?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's what it's made for, baby.
Oh yeah.
You can tell there's a little bit of begrudgment, but also at the same time, like a little bit of hope in his eyes.
I'll like put a hand on his hand, or whatever's left of his hand, right here with the shackles and stuff on. I'm not asking you to give everything up. I'm just asking you to point us in a direction. And like I said, I'm sure we can make a much greater difference together. Because I'd support that. I'd love to see some more trees grow.
See, he takes a deep breath and is rolling the idea around in his head a little. You might find something. The Alchemy Ward in Lowtown. I'm not sure if they've met there yet, but so supposed to be. Up to you whether or not you could find it. But mixed in there. Height might be a bit of an issue. I've heard there's some sections that are previously built by other humanoids. So means if you can get on the good side of the kobolds to get in there.
Kobolds do run that area.
Pretty harshly. Pretty lucky that we were able to hold some of our meetings there. We'll say you might want to be careful though. There are still things that, at least a few times I went down there for a meeting or two, grow rather unnaturally in the alchemy one.
It is the Alchemy Ward. A lot of interesting and strange things that go on there. We'll be careful. And if it's of any consolation to you, I don't want to hurt anyone either. I really don't want to.
Best of luck down there.
And best of luck with the trees and making nature regrow.
And I can use magic again.
I'm sure that won't take too long. I'll see if we can pull some strings and get the sentence taken down or something.
I'll hold my breath.
I know. But I'll at least try.
Thanks.
No, thank you. Thank you, Ma. You may have saved a lot of lives.
As this is all happening, we'll cut over to the other group. That will be heading towards the Gildergab Guild. With that, you do see the familiar workhouse that has been cleaned up. The various machines are pumping and whirring at full speed as they are shaping the various metal as well as other locations. That'd be so fucked, man. Of various mechanical designs. You do see quite a few dwarves, gnomes, and others going in and out, along with humans and more. As you do approach, some of the guards would stop and ask for basically your identification / name, being able to recognize your guild house that you were currently a part of would let you through to speak with one of the administrators, as you could see them doling out for the various guild houses, what seems to be inventors or commissions, per se, by other nobles that are trying to get various things invented or made for them, or even just preferably be made in favor for them. Could be new vehicles and other such that you see, or finer works that would take a more keen eye with the arcane or craft. The person in charge, as you can see, looks to be a half-orc. They kind of look to you as you approach one of the main administrator desks. Come to sign up for some classes, learn a bit more crafting.
Not quite.
Right then. What would the group house desire then? Not classes, looking for commissions then?
No, actually, I mean, this is a little unrelated to our actual reason for coming over, but it did strike me as odd. We've been living in guild housing for a few days now. We haven't really had much requested of us after joining.
That was at the end of the week we were gonna have something requested of us, don't you remember?
I
Like,
don't
we
know,
haven't
man.
made
It
an
feels like
entire
it's been a
thing.
month and a half since then.
We had several things lined up we were doing at the end of the week.
And frankly, in all this time, I've forgotten how many days we've been living here.
4.
Didn't we have a week of downtime?
I agree with
Yeah, we
Torsilna.
literally
had
had a whole week
There
of
was.
working for this guy already.
Yeah, there was the week of test.
I mean, to be fair, we were also supposed to be doing things during that week, and we just kind of got, after multiple sessions, got canned. Because, we were actually doing things during the week in addition to the evening thing.
Frankly, I don't remember any of it.
It's all a blur. What's happened to me? Oh god.
Yeah.
In that case, never mind my thing.
Looking for extra work on. Right, so then... What brings you here then?
Got any work for us?
Is that what we're here for?
Alright. Can't hurt to ask.
Yeah, well, we do have a few other pieces of, well, could be more or less leaning to rough work if they want to do anything with, tinkering, carpentry. There's a few bits of stonework as well, or if you are able with magic and other supplies.
I can help a bit with the magic part. I'm not a carpenter, so...
That definitely works out. And if there are the tool sets that you want to learn just to get a better career in trade, do offer lessons for whenever you have free time. Do have a couple of rough draft pieces that would need to be enchanted and just a couple of scrolls that have to be copied over. We can give you the ink and parchment for that, though. I would warn that your hand's probably going to get a little cramped writing out a couple of them.
Oh, I'm pretty used to it. It's fine. They make you do score writing for weeks.
Too familiar with that. So many classes and then sitting at a desk writing all day.
Jesus fucking Christ, what is that noise? Is an accordion monster coming to kill me?
Yes. It's the clown from Barotrauma.
That is the weirdest sound. I'm gonna be right back. Nobody should be out.
That kind of work sounds like it would be. Well, I mean, surely no one of lower rungs is commissioning something like that. You ever get work that takes you to the upper city?
Oh, quite often. People looking for timepieces being made, even things as small as glassware to as grand as a full cabinet of mysteries, if you ever done one of those.
Cabinet of Mysteries.
Not personally.
Never heard of a cabinet of mysteries, then?
No.
Well, they're pretty fun, at least a few that I've seen, and there's some that they have in the artistry museums. Basically, you have a couple artisans work on a couple of different cabinets, make sure that they either weave or transfigure all together. Kind of set out over a month of telling the length of an entire story, usually performing magic or giving a fantastic little mechanical trinket that matches with it. Even a porcelain statue kind of unfolds into this large decorative piece of furniture over time. Almost like a evolving with you kind of lifespan piece of work. Then once it's complete, there's a full tapestry of art from all the craftsmen that put it together, or if you're one of the more famous ones, a whole cabinet designed by themselves, but that commission usually takes about a couple of months. But they are worth the penny.
What an interesting concept.
Quite a few nobles have some. There is one pretty big collector of it, but for that commission, that name's kept more private. Just a big spender, like knowing that they collected quite a few of those cabinets of mysteries. But let's see. For the other ones, we did have a couple of art requests for the theater and other plays. People designing various illusions or wands that would be able to recharge in time. I don't know if you are familiar with wand writing or anything. But there's a much larger theater play coming up soon. That one seems pretty interesting, but it's going to be a dramatic retelling of Torsilna's history.
Oh, do they need illusionists for that one?
They do, and I mean, if you're a good actor, you're more than welcome. They have plenty of spots and roles that people looking to sign up and demonstrate their skills.
I can do the illusion part. I can't really do the acting part.
Now, no one tell Annette. We don't want this play. No, we don't want this play ruined.
What do you mean? She's a great actress.
Are you sure she hasn't got you under some sort of illusion?
She's great at faking it, which is what actors do they not?
I guess they do say fake it till you make it, but I don't think they mean fake it that badly.
I'm gonna kill this bitch. I'm gonna put that cat in a bag, drown that bitch in a river.
You don't know. You're not there.
I
Yeah.
can feel it. My vicious mockery
Bad
sense is tingling.
My bones.
Definition of catty right there.
Can't tell us much in the way of plays or puzzle boxes. If you ever need adornments or jewels. But, I mean, we both work here. You can find me.
I could actually give you commission for that. Didn't figure that your group would be working on such things. That there are a few costume pieces that need metalwork, and I'm not gonna supply some of the nobles like to wear actual gold and silver up there, so I'm sure they'll be gladly paying a little extra so they don't look gaudy up there.
I mean, gold and
I
silver
mean-
I can work with, but I don't know. When you started by talking about metals, I was a little concerned.
Oh no, trust me. Let's see, as he kind of flips through his book, like, for some of the more expensive part of the nobles up there, there's Rumble Barrel, as well as the Hotbrand family and the Spearham family that is commissioning a few pieces here and there. Some that have more mechanical additives and enchantments, but they definitely need a professional jeweler on that.
Well, I'd be glad to help on any such project.
Be sure to get those commissions over to you. They're putting over the supplies. Not expecting you to go out and buy whole silver ingots and all that.
If you don't have anything of the medical persuasion, I suppose I can use my steady hands in costume making and stitching.
Well, that'd definitely be appreciated. Yeah. Oh, good majority covered with the most of you. Should I start sending good motion of those collaboratively? Don't want to overload you, and yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
With a couple commissions, give the gap so 32 on that. Be sure to send those designs and supplies over to your guild house.
I myself don't reside in the guild house, and I pass my address to you.
Ah, excellent.
Send them here, please.
Yes, ma'am. So you'll copy that over and make sure to note that for the costume making and stitching. Any questions on the various noble family? That I know the Rumble Barrels have not the greatest reputation, but they're pretty good. Spearham family always pays very handsomely anyway. I'm sure you've seen them floating around. They flash jewelry like it's an actual job. Hot brands, though, I'm sure they're going to be more worried about the dresses and, well, obviously, costumes.
No, I think I've got all the information I need.
Alright then. Get those out to you. Have a good one. See him start filling out the paperwork to have that all sent over to you guys.
Well then, where to now, everyone?
Didn't I just sign up for a whole bunch of magical paperwork?
Effectively, but they'll be getting it to you in the afternoon because they got it.
Oh, alright. Well, do we want to...
Suppose we can go back and see if the other group are done. Let them know that we've signed up for all these things.
I'm glad we managed to become gainfully employed while they were at the police station.
Yep.
So that most definitely would all be able to meet up a little bit later. Some information gathered by each group, small interest or piecemeal everything growing together.
A lot of pieces.
I mean, mystery's there, depending on how you find it. But yes, most definitely a lot of pieces at play as far as you can tell, right?
Not even too certain we should be doing anything anymore.
Yes, I've done it. Choice
Well, we could
paralysis.
do our jobs as well.
I feel like the guy drawing is so being like, leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone.
Yeah. They're allowed to destroy nature.
They can do whatever they want. Alrighty.
Nature is often the cost of progress.
Unfortunate. So, with everything at hand, especially with the work that'll be coming back to you, the various scrolls is obviously some major illusions and minor illusions, but it's mostly just copying them over and making sure that they could use the scroll when appropriate and have them rinse, repeat in emergency use and such. The various jewelry seems to be a mixture of bracers as well as what, as far as you can tell, Cillier, open spaces maybe for other magical trinkets or mechanical additives for the jewelry to be worn with. A couple empty pocket spaces between what seems to be kind of a crown, the other one as aforementioned bracers, and then more of a almost kind of like a villainous looking set of rings purposely made to be a little sharper and on the design end, like if somebody had a, you know, over the top evil menacing gauntlet kind of figurehead. But then the rest is more on the more tasteful side, belt buckles with other engravings and carvings and such, and more to match with the obviously more decadent costumes and pieces. With that, you can go ahead and roll me a. You have the jeweler's tools.
Yeah, I got jeweler's tools.
Go ahead and roll that for me.
Wait, what? Yeah, what's that?
Let's see. I would have to say intelligence for now.
Sure. One of my lowest, of course.
Just thought that it's something you might recognize. You know full well that some people might replace a few things here and there, but definitely quite a few things here and there for open spots that irk you a little bit, but you're able to work around them. Nothing that impedes your skill as an artisan. Just an odd design for someone. So. As that proceeds, following up on Mars' suggestion or letting that roll over as is?
What's that, sorry?
Going to let Mars information on the Alchemy Award roll over, or
We ought to go there ourselves. Vigilantes.
I think we should maybe be better prepared for such an Will such a meeting, if at all, that is what is going to happen? I mean, we may find nothing at all, but it's also the alchemy ward. We should be prepared for some sort of poison, perhaps.
Well, I was joking. Do you think we should go?
I don't think we should go yet. Maybe
Okay.
eventually, but right now I think we're not really in a position to mess with that kind of thing. I mean, street thug, crushing tide people are a little different to all-powerful druids who can shapeshift, and many of them.
I think that it'd be better if we just waited for another opportunity like we had previously.
I think so too.
Trying to force it, I feel, is going to stick our nose too far where it doesn't belong.
I think we've drawn enough attention in the past couple of days.
All right. We'll say, Annette, you definitely recognize that there is quite a few theater pieces being worked on here.
Quite a few theatre pieces.
Yes. People making things for the theater, requests and such. Zira's working on scrolls that you recognize from the theatrical play that happened recently. Celia is working on what seems to be jewelry as well as costume pieces that are actual silver and gold that maybe some nobles and others have purposely requested. Nonetheless, obviously those could be worked on throughout the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, with that, everyone good with the working on the various pieces for the theater play as you await the end of the week?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, with that, especially for the work and payment of the as I tongue tie myself here, the Thunder and Lightning Amphitheater. Obviously, the guild commissions that you are paid. Let me double check that amount.
2 silver each.
Silver. You would each receive 225 gold between the various efforts that you have put through for the theater.
So we're just getting it all together.
It was 235. Which, towards the end of the week, Darthan will actually inform you of excellent news. That you will be able to go out and test some of your vehicles out on the Ashlands, as they do have an excursion of a few archaeologists that are going to go out and look for a few artifacts and things amongst the Siltlands. But they do need your brief escort out there, and also for you to report if there's anything that goes awry with your vehicles while you drive out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's 235 total, right? Not 235 gold each.
235 each.
Oh my fucking god.
Hell yeah,
Ooh, my money septuples.
Azure just being like, I was poor like a week ago. No. What percentage growth is that? Let me get out the calculator.
What did we even do?
For
Good
that,
question.
various people were working within the guild house between dress, costume, jewelry, a few other extra pieces with magic and illusion and scrolls.
Yeah, they did, but not the rest of us.
Yes, and it's commissioned by guild house.
I don't understand.
Then what you're saying is I'm
We
getting
live in a
I'm getting
medieval
$200
society.
for somebody else doing something while I
Yeah.
read my book.
Anyone in our
right.
house working earns money for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Very strange, but okay.
I can
Look at
leave
as you are writing like a 12,000 word essay while I'm just like playing with sticks and I get paid just as much.
Hey, you know, sometimes that leads to guild houses kicking people out.
True.
Big Brother style, you are off the island.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna next you.
I was about to say, guys, we need to take a job. I'm about to run out of books, but I just got paid for a week of nothing.
It's like you're on the show like the farmer
Yeah.
needs a wife, but it's like the Ifriti needs a wife.
Yeah, anyways, I would like to kick down the door of our guild and ask them if I can buy some tools.
I mean, they're more than happy to provide. They even have other people who just make tools for the guild.
Hell yeah.
And especially if there was nothing to be being done by some, you can definitely sign up with a few other interesting pieces to learn some more tools of the trade. Or if there's something over the week you want to do investigative wise, you can go ahead and tell me that and we can try.
I guess I'd want to learn Tinker's tools if I was going to learn anything. Why not?
I'm gonna read Edeth's Scrolls of the Ashen Silt Wastes. I hope you remember what those are, Josh.
I do. So,
I do.
They're just like local reports and stuff of that area.
pretty much like the Indiana Jones of researchers, as there are a few images scrolled here and there. Then you would definitely have learned that the major city, which I should move this to the major city that originally presided within the center of Torsilna, which is in the Silt Wastes down here, was indeed most definitely induced heavily with magic to the point of being one of the more advanced cities on the entire planet. It was at that point, though, that other Ifriti, as from the information you learned, had started to encroach with the backing of the various dragons that had risen up from the south that had, well, taken the land by force. But at that point, instead of other various nations and Ifriti and the Duragar and dwarves and more trying to steal their research and studies, they seemingly tried to retaliate as best as they could, which had left all of their designs in what has left over either in ash or in complete ruin. People still trying to salvage effectively the arcane self-destruction that they had performed by harnessing most of the power of elemental fire.
So you're saying this whole area right here used to be the biggest city on this continent,
Yes.
and now it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Hey guys, can we go there?
That's effectively where you're heading at the end of the week, as Dartha and Finn call all the time.
Guys, please. It's my whole life goal to find treasures.
Don't know if you want to find them there.
I do. Let's go tomorrow.
A meager journey of 3,000 miles.
Look, we have motorbikes.
Yeah, the motorbike has unlimited range. It'll get there in like 5 minutes.
30 days,
You can go
100
this way.
miles a day.
You can go that way.
I am not going to hell.
Off-roading!
It's off.
But just because you picked a car that can't go off road.
100
You think my
You mean
bus can't go
100
off-road? Have you
miles a
seen
day?
the wheels on that thing?
And what, a horse goes like 42 miles a day. I'm willing to believe the bike and the car can do better.
Look, we're only given bikes and cars this time because a horse won't fucking survive more than 2 minutes outside.
Oh yeah, speaking of, isn't that area like filled with flame and super hot? Are fleshy people gonna be okay?
Horse takes one step outside
I
the
like how
fucking
you're
city
saying
gates.
that like most of us aren't made out of flesh.
Effectively, it would be fine up
For
to
y'all.
a point of basically right here, and then the long-lasting effects that are still marring the land here from the silt wastes and the elemental fire that has been supercharged through the land is definitely extraordinarily hot.
What do you mean we can't go into the silt waste on session 4?
Get y'all some fucking heat protective clothing.
just go out there and melt. Find out.
Bring a
Give
fire
me
resist-
Among Us fireproof costume.
Cuts to Helldiver's fire tornado planet as you're rolling her through.
The fire tornado isn't even that bad. You can walk out of the way.
It's true. It's true.
They'll sneak up on you.
Yeah, somehow much like the Bile Titans, the fire tornado is silent but deadly.
But one of the greatest sections that history that you've read about, especially for adventuring, is when they were able to visit the main capital's castle, which is rarely visited due to the fact that fluctuations of magic are extraordinarily heavy there, but has probably the greatest yield of magical items, but the heaviest threats, as there are elemental flames and more that preside over there, as well as what seems to be almost magma-infused worms.
In the wastes here.
Mm-hmm.
Guys,
What?
we just got like $200 each. Can we buy some fireproof clothes and go to the silt waste?
Have you been reading about dangerous places in that book during this entire week that we've been doing hard labor?
Yeah. And these ancient scrolls.
Where did you get ancient scrolls from?
Holds them up, and they
Sure.
are they're
You were there.
they're fairly old as well. Like, it's pretty impressive that he's been reading through it slow.
I didn't realize that shelf had.
Yeah, that's right. I can read, and I'm a barbarian.
Whoa.
Never seen that before.
What do you mean? This isn't 3rd edition. Every barbarian can read.
Not everyone. Cries and grog.
You used to have to spend skill points to learn how to read. You were pathetic before this.
Are things like that, like common to uncommon magical items, things that we are able to purchase, depending on rank?
I can buy them.
For
I
that,
believe I am able to buy them as well.
for travels like this, these are permissible, as obviously they're not threatening items. They're ones to withstand the heat. Most amiable items to buy for something like that to withstand the heat is usually a ring of fire resistance, which is more commonly purchased. But
How much is that? Like $5,000?
not 5 grand, but there's still 1,000 gold. And that
Got my gold weights.
About like a +1.
Can you guys spend a couple more weeks making props for the play?
And they
The
all
guild
die.
sponsor us for rings of fire resistance or a magic item of equal value if we
Maybe.
test these things really good.
It would be a cross combination of skills from Celia and Azure, but it would definitely take time, but could be commissioned.
I'll sit there in like the passenger seat of the car with like some sunnies on and the little fan, just cranking it on myself.
You're
Cranking
cranking
it?
yourself?
Yeah, it's like because we can't afford magic items and can't have them, so it's got like a pull string, and you're just cranking it constantly.
Yeah, you're cranking
It's not
it in the
magical.
car.
Just crank it.
Windows down.
Windows down, cranking
I want
loud.
I want more air,
Crank it.
more air per air.
More
Huh? You gotta aerate the undercarriage. I feel you.
Not
Yeah,
cranking it. You're the one driving the motorbike while I'm on back.
Oh shit! Who's paying attention to the road as we crash?
It's
If
crank
you're
it.
here, then who's driving?
Fuck.
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
I have 300 gold. Let me buy a +1 halberd. Please take all my money.
No.
It sounds like
Please.
a
Oh,
magic
do I
item
get
would
a
be
gold?
taken
Do I get a
over.
gold per day or 2 gold per day for the week for working for the guards?
Yes, you do, as long as you are still doing that. Or
Yes, sir.
for reason, not the artisans' tools and such.
No, I'm not. I'm working.
And extra money.
Almost at 300 gold.
It's going so well. Alright.
If I sell my rank 1 copper badge, can I?
You can go straight to the market with that.
Yeah.
Can I afford
Yeah.
it?
But once you've
That's
sold
fire
that,
for
you know,
free.
like I can go and go like contact some of my friends to get free.
They'll give me a good price on what you've got left.
Hello, yes, dump it.
Dump it all.
Don't beat. You
Fucking
want this
Boltonov
kid?
is the leader of the Infrini.
Don't beat. Oh my fucking god. You're gonna want this kid, he can take a real beating.
He's pretty damn tough. He's strong as well.
And he's free real estate.
Da-da-da-da. Alright. That is Darthan will proceed to start setting you up so that you would be able to escort the next excursion out into the Silt Wastes and get them to basically the border past Ironfall. I think that's a good spot to leave off there, as you guys will be able to start making preparations. Would recommend making purchases ahead of time of what you want to bring with you going towards the border of the Silt Wastes and traveling through the Ashlands for a brief time on your vehicles.
I
Yeah.
think probably getting a fire resist potion at this point is way cheaper.
No, Josh, we
Last
can't
time,
stop until we hit the Ash and Silt Waste.
I have to admire all of us for not being cringe and picking something with fire resistance. Great work, everybody.
I mean, not a single person has fire resistance.
Yep.
But
Not true.
Yeah.
It's
Not true.
Does stone give you fire resistance?
It's possible.
Mhm.
Ooh.
what the hell?
Hey, a potion of
Yeah.
fire resistance is only uncommon.
This is true.
I reckon we
Lava
could
is
afford one
literally
of them.
made of stone, therefore you should be vulnerable.
And you guys
Vulnerable.
know an alchemist.
Do we?
Yes.
I am one.
No.
Slays.
What do you mean? I'm
She's
also an
she's like a
alchemist.
surgeon.
She is a surgeon, but she does have alchemy skill.
Yes.
But I'm also an alchemist.
Oh, we have two of
Fuck
them.
off, kid!
Everyone
I
said
too am an alchemist.
Fuck you! I can't sleep.
I said I want the cat to make my potion, not you, kid.
I'm an alchemist.
It's like, what's your qualifications, kid? You're like, I went to Harvard for alchemy, and I've qualified top of my class. And then we're like, what about you? I'm a cat. Hired.
You're in.
My money.
Yes.
I am cat
I am
person.
called.
I am cat. 12 years. Hired.
But this also means that you can make potions twice as fast now.
Or 4 times as fast because we got 2 alchemists.
Hey,
Mm.
Django, you just rubbing up against the fucking microphone, buddy?
Yeah, boy.
What's that, Josh? We should use that alchemy book that we playtested.
No.
I'm shocked.
Not gonna
What's that,
torture
Josh? You'll give me exclusive access to the alchemy book?
anyone. God damn it.
What's that, Josh? You'll give me Ring of Fire Resistance for free?
No.
That's crazy.
What's that, Josh? We got a free level up?
Level up?
What's
Please?
that name?
We didn't do
Been
anything
weeks.
to deserve a level up. We just beat up
Josh,
some
we fought
cults.
some
and
thugs.
now-
You're true, Josh. We haven't leveled up in 6 weeks.
I'm gonna.
I can't believe it.
Yeah,
Josh
it's
really
been
fucking
so
holding
long.
it at us. What stingy cunts.
We bought,
Come on,
we
I
fought a
jumped
bunch
it.
of dudes. We got a
We
whole bunch of
killed,
info
like,
with our sick
2 whole
interrogation
pirates.
tactics.
Yeah, I solved a whole bunch of things by using not violence, which is crazy because this is D&D, and violence is the fucking thing we always go for.
Which is
We
fair.
earned a bunch of money by doing actual jobs.
By doing actually
Experience.
nothing for a whole week.
Life experience, yes.
Well, you need a little bit more, so.
Ah!
Yeah, we're
Steps on
measuring
bug.
our levels up, not in experience, but life experience.
Effectively.
Faithful defeat.
That's not fair. I'm only like 12.
I know.
You're never
It
gonna
takes
level up.
20 years to get there, so.
You guys are gonna like kiss each other and stuff, and I'm like, ew, I'm not doing that, and then I won't get any XP.
No. You'll see someone like kissing, and you'll be like, "What the fuck is that?" Like, oh, that's kissing, and you just level up.
That's kissing.
Whoa.
Wait till he finds out how babies are made. That's like 7 levels.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck, dude.
So how's glue made? Well, the horse. Oh.
This
Nah,
horse I
that's
found.
that's like one of the most common facts known to man, bro. That's not worth much XP.
Also,
So
it's
it's
just.
how babies are made. Most people know how that
Well,
fucking
they
works.
test most of the alchemical ingredients on animals first. You just lose a level.
Just because I didn't get a chance to show you guys before.
There's
black cube.
screen. Thanks.
Black
Oh.
cube.
What's that
Yeah.
black
Yeah,
swing?
you dude.
Fuck
More
yeah,
time
bro.
to get
Check out this cube, guys.
Y'all remember that game that was like tap the blocks of the cube and get to the
Yes.
center? And
That was
then,
the
like,
Peter
person
Molyneux
got
game.
screwed.
You talking about the Peter Molyneux game?
I don't even remember who put it.
Put.
The same guy who made
Ah.
Fable made that app
Wow.
where you tap the blocks forever.
We're gonna murder some
can't-
people here?
We can't. We can't get into the musician's box. That's funny.
Let me in.
That's the only place I wanted to go.
Let me in.
I was like, yeah, time to fight all the musicians.
Let me in.
I think
Fight
I
the
actually know the
musicians.
drums.
Because I didn't get a chance to show you the grandioso of the, Thunder and Lightning Amphitheater.
I
like
lied,
this
I
place,
don't know
very
the
nice.
drums.
This is
I
the
can't
first
see
floor.
anything. It's still a black square for me.
Oh wait, hold
There's
on.
no cat here.
I forgot to grab the cat. My apologies.
Thank you.
Hey, Socket, if you give me your fire resistance, I'll give you a clue to your backstory that I know.
That's so fucked. And also,
It's-
the only way I could do that is to make you stone, which I don't know how to do.
If you give it to me, I'll give you the rock that goes in your head.
You do not have it. You have a rock that would fit.
You don't know that.
Yeah, how do
I
you
do
know?
know that.
Make an insight check.
Yeah? Huh? Bet?
Make an insight check. Come on, contest
Lie
my
not
deception.
to me.
It's funny because I already told you the clue and you were like, that's not real.
It isn't real.
You're just like, you are fake news.
You are
Nah.
fake news.
Actually, I know all about gems. I have a great friend who knows all about gems. The best in all the town.
I like this giant door. Very smart game design. Oh, look, there's more doors.
It's the whole theater curtain.
Mordor.
There weren't a lot of doors in Mordor.
There was at least one really big door.
Yeah, but we need more doors.
Did you guys know that Sauron had an actual body?
Well,
Yes.
Obviously.
Fake
Wasn't
news.
in the show.
Fake news.
it's not like the fucking floating eye in the sky was gonna be like, finally, I have a ring.
No, that's him.
That's literally like what 80% of people think.
You
It's like,
know?
yeah, that's Sauron.
Let's
Gotta be true.
Let's play hide and seek.
Did you know Sauron was really sweet?
Sauron.
I want to see if somebody
Yes.
made this exact memes.
Appreciate Socket going straight for the bathrooms with working doors.
Why are
Fuck
you
yeah.
locked in the bathroom? Are you talking to me?
He's dropping a brick.
I just had to look it up, and I don't think anybody's made it. And I was like, what? If Sauron had the ring, how would he wear it? And I was hoping it'd be like showing the tower trying to put on the ring.
That is a really good question.
Have those people that think that Sauron was just the tower think he would use the ring?
But who knows? Maybe you guys will have to put on a show at some point.
That would be very funny.
To get on stage and I fucking scream like Yoko Ono that one time. And call it art.
I mean, at higher levels, I can do some really cool stuff, like changing around a programmed illusion.
I would love to see that. Why don't we level up right now?
Yeah, why don't we nice.
At least 5 times.
I'm gonna fucking stab you guys so good.
Stab me. Let my blood flow. It'll be a good
You
experience.
don't have blood, stop.
He has his own kind of blood. The blood of the enemy. What? Well, thank you for playing. I'll be killing you soon.
Oh.
Let me give my subclass.
No.
Give it to me.
No, you have to work for it. But you guys have definitely gotten a lot of clues, so depends on what you do with it.
Too many clues.
I think we should go fight
Been
goblins
overloaded.
back in the
Good.
Goblin Forest.
What forest?
Yeah. This stuff's too big brain for me. Too many names.
Too many names, too much
Yeah.
plot.
Numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
It's like
many
goblins.
Thank you very much. I will see y'all 2 weeks for more.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Yes. It's so much easier when it's all black and white. Like Goblin Town. Those goblins are clearly
yeah.
evil.
Those
Yeah.
goblins were
Town.
coming right at us. I had to fireball them. They were coming right at me.
They were coming right at me. I had no choice.
Their banners were saying "Goblin rights now," and we just want peace.
oh no, he's
It
found the bathroom.
disgusts me.
It was a
I
psyop.
love this bathroom. This toilet that I can see into the side of, so the front door closes. Did you make all of these fucking walls, Josh?
Thankfully, no.
I was gonna say, for the amount of fucking effort. There's like 20 doors on this one fucking area.
Oh, no lore dump, just clue dump.
Clump, if you will.
Clump. We're clumping, boys.
They clumping.
Crump with me, sweetie.
Come with me, sweetie pie.
I still don't know what that